Yo, what up? What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you be with this over right here with me, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you pull up on me. What's going on, man? Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know it's about to be a motherfucking banger. Y'all know it's finna be a motherfucking banger, bro. All right. Told y'all I was gonna be right back, man. All right. Told y'all I was coming back. You say he had a gun, we seen him, right? Who you know playing the hood like that? Say you had a gun, we seen him. Listen, man. Listen. Let's get to it, man. Now, first and foremost, man, shout out to Fatty and Ali, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna tag y'all in this too. Um, so this happened on I think Ladies First, and yeah, that's what it was. So Ladies First this past Sunday, Pearl was a special guest on Fatty and Ali's Ladies First panel. Um, Discourse happens between Jazz and Pearl and Tyranny sidebar, and it turns into this whole fiasco. They kick her off the thing. She goes to have her own panel, and Ali pulls up and so on and so forth. Right. So that's just context for everything that the foundation. Now, again, I'm gonna say the same thing I said yesterday. Now, being that the way I understand how Fatty and Ali runs their panel, I think they made the wrong call on this. Okay. And I know you say like there is no race loyalty with niggas. They do not care. Okay. Niggas will fucking say, yeah, today, and then call you some crazy shit tomorrow. So for the sake of the business, shout out to them. Just the way like they let me and Six have at it, or whoever else is so on and so forth that want to get in the square. I think it would have been better off to have the conversation, and if need be, one of those two step in because neither one of the females were equipped to have the conversation. Okay. Again, I don't. Jazz is a what you call a rabble rouser and just rage bait. Jazz's whole existence is rage bait. She doesn't understand anything. Anytime she gets pushed back, she wants to quit. She's a fake pro-black, you know. She's because she's a misandrist. Well, I won't say misandrist. She's a black man blamer. Okay. So I won't say she hates black men because she has a black boyfriend, but she likes to blame black men for the plight of black people and never hold black women accountable. Okay. Um, Again, they did antagonize Pearl with certain things that was said, Tyranny especially. And so Pearl said she was under the guise, and Ali admitted this, that the conversations was going to be black fatigue. Pearl is now in her white people take me back arc and era. Okay. She did some type of way because the niggas abandoned her. And you know, pretty much she said on the thing with Ali or whatever at the end with whoever that dude was that's like her assistant or whatever, right? That pretty much with the whole thing, a fiasco happened over there in London, and you know, Africans and this and that and so on and so on and so forth, niggas turn, right? Once as soon as like that was the cool and popular thing to do, that's what everybody did. Okay. Everybody from MTR to whoever, I forget the dude, the British dude was that had no clout until he went at Pearl and did all these different things and whatnot, what have you, right? So Pearl is ousted out of the manosphere, the black well. So this is another important part. So shout out to all my more for your mom. This is why Pearl is all of this Pearl shit is fake as fuck, bro. Pearl. Hey, Shawty. Listen, you got a better chance of continue your professional volleyball career than them white boys ever accepting you back. Okay? Pearl, you and I both know the rules, okay? I heard this from a bona fide certified white man. Okay. The term or the phrase, once you go black, Okay, you never go back. I was told by a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man. He said, "You know why that is? Once you go black, you can't come back." Okay, Pearl. And again, I said all this before. Okay, Pearl, you built like motherfucking 87 Kevin McHale. You're a tall, boxy white girl. Okay, all right, tall, boxy. You lost a little bit of weight. That's not gonna help. Okay, you have a man frame. You have a man height. Okay, I don't know what size feet you got, but I imagine a size 12 in men's probably. Okay, there's a reason why you're not married and you don't have kids. You don't match the attractiveness aesthetic for most men, but especially most white men. Okay, that's why you was fucking with them niggas. That's why you was fucking with them niggas, them big niggas too. See, Pearl, listen, being a big ass black guy, right? White women of certain body types and archetypes have a lot of difficulty within their own race when it comes to desirability, simply because white men are a little bit more particular. White men like smaller, skinnier women, smaller frame. And again, like I said, you're like 6'2", 6'3". Okay. That's going to knock it out for a whole bunch of niggas. Okay. And then, like I said, not only the frame, but you look like John Havlicek. Okay. This is everything I've said because you niggas was trying to say, "Hey, Fantastic Man, you need to take Pearl down." I was like, nah, man. All me and Pearl can do is run, 2v2s. Okay. All right. Or play 1v1. All right. In basketball. She's not even a basketball player. You feel me? But Pearl is doing the popular thing right now that a lot of white people are doing. She's jumping on the what's the dude name? Everybody that wanted to claim was Charlie Kirk, but wasn't Charlie Kirk. Matt Walsh. She's jumping on the Matt Walsh train. What's the dude? The quartering dude, that train, the whole black fatigue train. As to where, white people are also bothered by black people and it just won't leave you alone. And, they're so dependent and they're so offended, which again, I agree with some of those things. I still stand by this. Niggas are too super sensitive when it comes to anything race related or race talks. We got to get out of that. That is one thing I would argue with Pearl or a white person or Asian person or Hispanic person, so on and so forth. Most black people are not equipped to have the race conversation. Okay. Because most black people are ill-equipped with information, right? Most black people, all they know is white supremacy and the white man and the system and oppression and racism. And they have no stats, data, or facts to back up any of their arguments. But when you do run into a person that just so happens, okay, to know these information, I'm not bothered whatsoever. You can't pull that shit with me about, black men being the most criminal and all this other shit, because we did this twice now, remember? When niggas were claiming, "Oh, you don't never say nothing bad about the white man," because they only see me on other people's platform and never come watch me on mine. Remember, Fantastic was the one that told you that these white boys been out of control with, touching these kids. Okay? All right? What you know about this right here? Hold on, I meant to send this to myself. It took me all day to find this shit, man. Only the OG memers remember this one. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, people. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. What the fuck is this? Platypus. Who is this, bro? I didn't block you. Who the fuck is this? I don't even know who this is. And platypus is funny, but let me read let me give you the proper what's the name, man. Thank you for the $2. I can drop the link right now. I didn't block you, whoever you are. I don't know who you are. Hold on. Chief social media consultant for the $2. Platypus, why you blocked me? Thought you wasn't scared. Who is this? Oh, I wasn't, and I didn't block him. I wasn't, and I didn't block him. Oh no. You know what? No, yeah, I didn't block him on what's the name. I did block him on. I blocked him on what's the name. I'm not scared at all. I'm just not finna let you keep trolling me, bro. You got to pay money to talk to me. Yeah, bro. If you gonna talk to me in real time on the live, I can deal with that. But bro, you're not finna keep trolling me, dog. You know how you get, bro. You're a weirdo. I'm not finna do this. Yeah, you know, I just said it. I did. I blocked on YouTube. I blocked your YouTube account. You know, the YouTube account that's got 5,000 subscribers, but you somehow got a gold plaque. But brother, you can just hop on later, bro. You can hop on later. And again, nigga, if I'm a motherfucking platypus, you a motherfucking snuffleupagus, nigga. Your nose, again, the Humpty dance is a chance to do the hump, nigga. Your nose is the only nose bigger than mine, nigga. Everybody knows your nose. Ugly ass boy. So anyway, let me get back to my show, man. Thanks for the $2 again. So what was I saying? This nigga done sidetracked me. Oh, hold on. What you know about this, man? Yeah, bro, you keep saying the same shit, bro. You lame as fuck. So yeah, nah. You got to change up your jokes, man. Got to change your jokes up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the OG memers remember this one, bro. All right. You know what I'm saying? You got the Michael Jordan, fuck them kids. Or you got the Jeffrey Epstein, fuck them kids. That's Pearl. Pearl, fuck them niggas. Or are you saying? All right. What you saying, Pearl? Because we know what you was doing. Pearl, you are in a horrible genetic conundrum. Perfect for sports, you know, volleyball, basketball, and things, but horrible for, you know, most men that want to mate, right? But now that it's cool for, you know, the race wars or whatnot, what have you, now you came back to shit on the same people that helped fucking build you up. Okay, we can not see now brothers like this said, hey man, if you, I'm just saying, man, like motherfucker said, if you hit Pearl, you will hit motherfucking Trevor Lawrence. I'm just saying, possibly. I'm just saying, man. But you know, it's cool and safe to do now, right? Now, if you truly feel that way, by all means, man, let that hate out. Let it out. Say what you gotta say, right? But Pearl, we know that's not in your bag, shawty. That's just not you. All right. Because again, you came to, all right, and made sure that you was around them niggas. Even though you never grew up that way, you got out here, got grown, your daddy gave you money, you went to college, and so on and so forth. And who'd you get around and who'd you build everything, your brand? Niggas. Because again, the white boys weren't fucking with you. too big. Okay, too too boxily built, right? So they write you off. You run into doing the what's the name thing, right? Social media, and I think what she started out were quoting rap lyrics or whatever, reciting rap lyrics, and then you start making relationship content with your big black boyfriend. You feel me? Right? Here we go, man. Hey, man, listen, man, you got 2 million, man. Why you keep hitting me with this chump change, rich guy, Mr. Rich, man. You so rich, man. Come on, $2. You always talking about 2 million. Reed Richards scared of me, y'all. What a platypus. Again, man. Again, brother, you gotta get your roasting up, brother. You're not prepared for me. Again, that's what I said. Tequila, I already covered that. I said she looked like John Havlicek in about 88. She built like Kevin McHale, and yeah, so that's what I said. Tequila, I already said that. Pearl is doing what's cool, right? The trend now is for white people, especially big content creators, to get into it with black people. A la Andrew Wilson versus CGA. Who was another one? Black white debate, black fatigue, all these different things, so on and so forth. And you have to placate to a new base because a lot of that base that she had before is no longer there. So you got to start new, got to start fresh. The problem is, again, her track record she can't get rid of. The internet's forever. So them videos she had of being hugged up and loved up with the big ass angry dude, the angry reactions guy, right? It's never gonna go away. All right. White boys do not play the reach back. No. Mm-mm. When there's evidence. If you out here being a white girl, being young and loose and having your college fun, and there's no evidence of that, all right, you sneaking around with the niggas, sneaking, freaking, and geeking, but ain't no motherfucking, no face, no case. Hey, you can act like it never ever happened. All right. Jerome motherfucking walks by you 6 years later after college, help, I'm being robbed. Bitch, what, bitch? White girl act like you a motherfucking suspect, nigga. Bitch, you was sucking my dick 6 years ago. Oh my God, he's gonna take it. That's how they get down, man. You gotta understand the rules of the game. That's why niggas like, hey, man, hey, she don't say nothing, I don't say nothing. You feel me? What? Bruh, who nigga, what are you talking about? Yeah, man, listen. Well, no, she's not lighting the fuse. She's staying in it. I just think it was fucked up for her to invite Ali up and then pretty much dismiss what he's saying. And but at the same time, they kicked her. So hey, my show, my rules. This is why I say I think it was a bad call. Not the most horrible thing in the world, but for the sake of everything, it would have been more positive for them to just let it play all the way out on the platform. Now I generate a whole bunch of content, a lot of people talking about it and shit, right? But everybody else is making shit off of that. And that's the thing about it, Fatty and Ali, right? Nobody give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? They glad it happened because now, what I'm saying, either way it go, they get the, and more people are covering the fucking Pearl aspect than the, original spot of where it started. Right? Well, not my bad. No, you're right. So hold on. They didn't kick her. They didn't kick her. She left. You're right. So let me be clear. They didn't kick her, but she left. But at the same time, let's see. So what do we want to start? Let's start here, right? So we're gonna start on the Pearl shit, right? We'll start on the Pearl thing. We got Again, hit the like button for me, people. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Start here. Even the title of this one is super, you know, rage baity, rage and race baity. Okay. Why do black people think they're entitled to arguing, which that's horrible, wasn't it? To arguing with white people? Well, Pearl, you're a debater. You're an amateur debater. So why is it if a black person is having a discussion with you or disagreement or a conversation in opposition, why is it not debating and it's arguing? See, if she's talking to Andrew Wilson, it's a debate, right? If she's talking to any other white person, it's a debate. But for you lowly niggas, oh, you just want to argue. See, that's extremely problematic. And again, purposely there to bring the fucking lowly, you know, low IQ, race baiting fucking white people audience in, right? And even listen, I don't give a fuck how motherfucking many degrees and whatever the fuck you have, so on and so forth, bro. If you're playing into this bullshit, dog, you're low IQ. Clearly. Especially if you know, or even if you don't know and you haven't done the research on Pearl. What is this, y'all? 3 years ago? 3 years ago was like the Pearl arc, right? 3 years ago, the Pearl arc was here. Pearl was Kevin Samuels this, Kevin Samuels that. You know, Africans this, Africans that. She had a fucking whole live podcast with a majority of black people in the podcast. In person. And now Pearl is just black fatigue. Huh? That'll be like me fucking, you know, hanging out with the white boys and doing white boy shit, hang gliding, bungee jumping, parachuting, you know, washing without a rag, using my hand and a bar of soap, you know, white boy activities, white boy. And then waiting a couple of years and be like, man, I can't stand them motherfucking white boy. I can't stand them white people. All they do is cause trouble. They racist. They hate the blacks. This is why this is so shocking to me. Like, but again, I think because she's had that layoff, a lot of people don't know about the past, right? Most people don't go back and do the research of somebody's history and shit and so on and so forth. You feel me? And mind you, listen, I don't got no smoke with Pearl or whatever. Again, I understand what it is. Content strategy. Shout out to the SBE niggas. This is content strategy. The game is a game. The game is a game. Content strategy. Do what you gotta do to get your bag. I'm simply just pointing out that this shit fake. That's all I'm doing. Because what Pearl knows, what I know, is that white men are never going to accept her. They're not. She got a big ass nigga on her resume. Publicly. Nobody wants that. White boys would rather be in Andrew Wilson's shoes and be the third motherfucking father to a white woman's kids, as long as her whole record is white men, than deal with the motherfucking white woman that got one big ass nigga on her motherfucking resume. Kids or no. Well, I can't say kids. Listen, if she got kids, boy, Lord Jesus. Okay? That's the truth. But let's get into it, man.
Women try to tear you apart. Women in general try to tear you apart. You've been somebody a lot of people have been supported before you even came on a panel. When you came on Anton Daniels' panel maybe 2-3 years ago.
See, now the lecturing, you see my face, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. And you know, the politeness in me still let him talk. A lot of hosters would just cut him. I am the authority on this show. That's how it works.
Now it's funny now that she would cut that off and talk about she don't care when he brought up again yet another prominent black YouTuber that supported Pearly and went to bat for Pearly super duper hard. Anton Daniels. See, that is a diversion tactic because these white people don't know who the fuck Anton Daniels is. Who the fuck is that? But she has to dismiss it, right? To make it at that specific point to make it seem more insignificant. Oh, it's just another black guy he's bringing up. It's one of those, you know, one of those darkies bringing up another insignificant darkie. Because, you know, she got subscriber supremacy, right? I'm using all the SBE motherfucking shit tonight, by the way, right? Pearl got 2 million some subs now. Ali, I think, just hit 5K. Shout out to Ali, right? So even though she was just on their show and accepted the invitation to their show, that would be for at least the second time. I know she was on there once before. And I don't know if it was at least twice. I don't know if it's more than that, right? But she accepted the invitation to the show or participating on the show, and shit just went left. But now she's making it seem like they're so beneath her that she's gracing them with the opportunity to even be in her presence and speak. Right? And of course, you know, the fucking, you know,
if you start a show, that you're the authority on the show. And then if you don't like it, you go to a different show. You know?
Back when we're saying, oh, Pearly racist. Men came out to your defense big time. I wanted the men that came out to your defense. I say, hey, Pearly is not racist. I don't support that. Y'all are mad because she's saying factual information. The problem is,
like, I just went on another smaller channel today. I can't remember what is the channel name, Doug MP. I don't know what the channel name is. If you're, I don't want to say the connection because I don't know if that's public, but I went another channel today and I didn't go in guns blazing, like taking over the whole show. You still, it's like the basic decorum. You read the temperature of the room. You like, when he just starts nagging, tone policing, lecture.
And I was stand corrected as well too. I told you we do the Black Fatigue show, but on the next one, because that was already done.
He didn't. So then he proceeds to.
So again, so this is the point of contention. Now, I don't know how or why or what conversation was had and the mix up and so on and so forth with the understanding of the title of the show or the theme of the show, right? So that right there is why I'm saying, however it happened, due to it being a plausible and reasonable questioning of understanding as to why you should have just let it play out however it played. Nothing bad could have came of it. But now that you kick her, well, not kick her, now that you like, again, we're not this, and you start having this whole, you know, MLK, I have a dream, Black Power, racism this, racism that, so on and so forth. Well, if she clearly came there under the pretense of Black Fatigue was going to be the conversation, and she's in the, you know, she's in her fucking race baiting bag, that's what she came there to do. That was the spirit she came there in. So you can't therefore fault her for coming to do what she planned on doing, knowing clearly now that this is where she's at. All right. She used to fuck with the niggas, right? And fuck on the niggas. Now it's fuck them niggas, right? All right. She used to fuck with the niggas. Now it's fuck them niggas. All right. And hey, she has the right to do that. She's her own person, right? And again, this is her content strategy for the time.
To gaslight and lie. Before the show started, which is when you would have to tell me that was not discussed. That was not discussed.
But I probably didn't tell you beforehand. I apologize for that. But one thing I'll never, that you know.
Okay, so then he admitted it. So again, what he could have said, okay, I'm gonna give him a point for that one.
Is when the conversation just goes to race, when we're having a conversation about women in general, that's something that threw the whole panel left. That person who came on my panel was talking too much. I agree with you, right? We need to control that. We need to moderate a little bit better. I don't agree with that. But if I sat on a Muslim man and woman's table, Jewish man and woman's table.
Okay, so again, this is you are not communicating in the, like, think about this. Again, this is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of an infantryman going up to a general. And look, I don't mean to, but again, this is him assuming he has the authority to tell me the correct way to talk. The audacity. And again, why?
Well, again, no, that's not what Ali is doing. Ali is just simply trying to level set and explain the point of view. He was having a conversation. You're making this a fucking inferiority situation as to where I'm blessing you niggas with my presence. So you just fucking take whatever I come with and you know what I'm saying? You deal with it. You bask in my presence and you be thankful that I showed up and I have fucking carte blanche to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Now, the problem with that is that motherfuckers do that. Okay, clearly. You get a motherfucker on there with a certain amount of subscribers, a motherfucker with a certain amount of followers on TikTok or IG and so on and so forth, and people let a motherfucker run roughshod. And that's what they were saying. And Pearl is like, okay, you got some random nigga that nobody really knows on YouTube. We don't know how to do YouTube that's dominating the panel. And, you know, I'm here. I'm the guest of honor. I'm the main focused person that you got in that thumbnail for real. And that who everybody on YouTube knows. And yet still this nigga hogging all the mic. Pause. Right? So frustration in that, reasonable and understandable. Then on top of it, okay, I'm under the pretense of this is black fatigue. And I start talking about race and I can't talk. So fuck it. It's a nigga on here talking that I don't know who he is, right? Talking too much, hogging up all the motherfucking time. And we get into the motherfucking race shit, and I can't talk about the race shit. So shit, fuck it. I'll leave, go to my shit. I got the bigger motherfucking stick. I got the bigger platform. Hey, go do my shit how I want to do my shit. And now we're here. Can't argue with that. Call it what you want to call it, but you invite me to the show, and I'm supposed to be the main person there, which just recently kind of happened to me. Okay. I was a guest, and a certain bigger motherfucker showed up, and it's like I wasn't even there. And I'm just like, you know what? Hey, man, the game is a game. You know, again, that's the game. Some people have that. Some people have the fucking, you know, bigger subscriber, bigger person, you know, run shit for the sake of what they starstruck. And then some people are like, nah, no matter who the fuck you are, man. Hey, everybody got to stay in order. Everybody got to, you know what I mean?
People, I'm not going to get angry at this. I'll just say, let's just communicate no more. And it's like the women. It's like, have you ever said, okay, women, you keep fighting me, you keep telling me you don't like me, and I do all this stuff wrong.
She kind of did bless them, though. They requested her, didn't they? Or did she invite herself, bro? The only issue here was that Jazz and Tierney were there to begin with. They set her up. Not what I ain't saying they set her up, and I agree with the point of that's what I'm saying. I literally just said that we geeks, boy. I just said that, fam. I just said, hey, she was supposed to be like the featured person, the featured guest, and Ali admitted to the confusion of the topic matter. He also agreed to that there's a person there that was talking way too much and hogging up all the fucking mic. So no, yeah, I agree with that.
Let's just stop talking. We'll just stop communicating. This can be over forever. Let's end the torture. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, just go.
Now look at this super chat. I cannot stand how emotionally incontinent they are. Doing an evangelical preacher voice isn't persuasive. I mean, that's the way Ali always talks. But again, this is stereotypical race baiting. So every black person sounds like Martin Luther King now, or a Baptist preacher. Again, this is what this is. And hey, I am not offended. I would much rather people be overtly racist than covertly racist. Black people, you need to embrace that. When someone is not afraid, Pearl is doing the biggest favor for black people right now in showing you how motherfuckers really feel. Content strategy or not, this is what Pearl is on. So hey, if it's up, it's up. Is this how we playing the game? Again, the game is a game. These are the rules. All right. Thank you for letting me know.
Be gone. But you came over here where I can talk however I want. Because, you know, again, I tried to communicate on your show. He didn't like how I was communicating. And I said, hey, if you can't take it, I can go. And then they start crashing out on me. So I say, I'm really going to go now. I don't feel the need to go back and forth.
Now again, that's why I'm saying, even though they didn't kick her, they kicked her because they pressed her. You didn't kick her, but she's supposed to be the guest of honor. It's all this shit going on. She's going at it with Jazz. Jazz is saying things and throwing jabs. And you had Tyranny and fucking ab-libbing, and they're completely, totally either not picking up on it or just absolutely ignoring it. And now you're just jumping on the one white girl there for talking about race shit when the race shit was talked about, and she specifically talks about how tyranny says tyranny says white men want us. And that's when Pearl was like, oh, hell no. No, they don't. Half y'all hoes got herpes. And that's when they jumped in and they was like, hey, whoa, now. You can't be the motherfucking late ref. You can't be the motherfucking ref that only throws the flag after the nigga punches the motherfucker back on the field. All right? Can't do that. But this is and Ali is more pro-black than what Fatty is, but they brothers. So, hey, one go, the other go. And that's, that's one thing I respect about motherfucking Fatty and Ali. Hey, them, no matter how much they made, whatever, them niggas got each other back 10,000%. All right? That's no matter what. And hey, that's how it's supposed to be. Nigga, if I'm fighting, we fight. That's how brothers supposed to be. So one thing you can't never say about motherfucking Fatty and Ali is they done left each other out to dry. Even if one of them believe the other one dead ass wrong, we gonna motherfucking argue on this panel. But if you say this is what we doing, that's what we doing. Fuck it. So gotta respect them for that. The call was made by whoever the call was made, and then it became a joint call. And hey, it was what it was. But at the same time, now it's out of your realm. Out of your realm. And if you go over to her fucking territory, now you playing by her rules.
Black women still do have herpes. They do. They do. But again, you know, I cannot stand how emotionally incontinent they are. Doing evangelical preacher voice isn't
now that kind of I don't know if it meant inconsistent or incontinent, right? So that kind of caught me too. I think it both fits, incontinent or inconsistent. One either or fits, right? But
persuasive. Yeah, no. Here's another one. Blacks and ranks respect Irish and Italian mobsters in the Northeast and Anglo prison gangsters in the West and the South. It's not a matter of morals or history or anything but perceived power dynamics.
Hold on, let's take this back. Blacks, BLAX, by the way, in brains respect Italian and Irish mobsters in the Northeast and Anglo prison gangsters in the West and South. That's a lie. West, maybe. Nobody fucks with white boy prison niggas except prison niggas, and that's prison only. What are you talking about? See, this is white people speaking on black issues. They don't know what the fuck they talking about, and niggas don't respect Italian or Irish mobsters in fucking the Northeast either. What are we talking about, bro? See, this is white people trying to motherfucking spin the black narrative of fucking gangster culture. Black gangsters respect black gangsters now. You know, Larry Hoover, fucking Big Meech. You know, we have our own gangsters, Mr. Mark Vendy. Nobody's motherfucking worried about the Gottis anymore. Okay. The Gambino crime. No, niggas is not fucking with the fucking Gambinos and the Gottis, bro. No one cares. That prison gang shit is prison only. White boys wouldn't dare, okay, pop up in motherfucking Chicago, Atlanta, Miami, you know, any major fucking black city popping some super duper racist skinhead shit. It's a reason that you don't see it. Come on, get the fuck out of here, man. Stop it. But again, this is what people say when they're safe in a safe space. When you're in a safe race baiting space, you say stupid, ignorant shit like this and pay to say it like it's true. Niggas ain't celebrated a motherfucking Italian mobster since I don't even know when. What's the last Italian mob movie to even come out? What's the movie with all the motherfuckers? You had Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon. What was that? It was the something. Yeah, niggas had that's his motherfucking Tony Soprano, man. Yeah, King David. What are we talking about, man? King Dave, Avon Barksdale and Avon Barksdale and real life Avon Barksdale and Stringer Bell and shit and all that. The Departed. There we go. The Departed. That's what it was. Niggas ain't celebrated even a fucking Italian gangster movie since, or Irish gangster movie since fucking The Departed. What are we talking about? The Departed came out after The Sopranos. So shout out to More for Your Mom, but The Departed came out after The Sopranos. Niggas ain't celebrated nothing white and gangster since like the fucking Departed or the heist movie to where they was in fucking Boston. Exactly. That's all. I almost said the same, but Scarface was Cuban. You know, niggas love Scarface. Again, the biggest celebrated mobster is a Cuban. They, like, even fictionally. Not The Departed, the other one. The one, no, niggas, no one watched that lame ass shit. I don't want to see an 80-year-old gangster mobster movie with fucking Robert De Niro and fucking Danny DeVito and shit, or whoever the other Joe Pesci. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody watched that shit. Nobody watched that, bro. Not El Chapo. El Chapo, they're Mexican too. Yeah, nigga was definitely talking about El Chapo. No. It had what's the nigga that married J-Lo several times? He said, I snipped your nuts. They was doing the bank. They was robbing the trucks. They was robbing the what's the name trucks? They was robbing the armored trucks. He wasn't Cuban. He was white and Hispanic. Yeah, Ben Affleck. The movie with him, Ben Affleck and the dude that played fucking that played Hawkeye in the Marvel movies. The Town. There we go. Yeah, The Town. That's what I'm talking about. The Town. And they weren't even monsters. They was like fucking bank heist motherfuckers. Those like the last prominent gangster movies of white people that I think black people thought about or fuck with. What are we talking about? Yeah, The Town. The Town, that was a good ass movie. Both of those movies were really good movies. The Town and The Departed were good movies.
Blacks and ranks respect Irish and Italian mobsters in the Northeast and Anglo prison gangsters in the West and the South. It's not a matter of morals or history or anything but perceived power dynamics. But again, he's going to lecture me, and it's like, and I just think this is like something that black people should learn. You could imagine if he came up and this is what he said. If he said, Pearl, I am so sorry for how, by the way, his co-host was extremely disrespectful towards me. And he had a mute button. And if he said, Pearl, I'm so sorry for the way they treated you. This won't happen again. We'll make some adjustments moving forward. Can we patch it up and just move on? They'll never do it. It's the pride. White people were very forgiving. Anyways.
White people were very forgiving. It's crazy. White people were very forgiving. How, Pearl? Please. How are the white people so fucking benevolent? Let's walk that down. I'm intrigued now. So how forgiving are the quote unquote white people? Again, y'all know me, man. I'm not even the pro black of they black because I'm black, y'all. Racism, that's not even me. But now we need more than, you can't just say that, Pearl, and then let's go back to the tape, baby. I need you to explain to me how white people are so fucking forgiving. Forgiving for what? What the fuck do white people forgive black people for? We can't be talking about the death toll. Y'all definitely up on that one. Needs to kill fucking 1,000 white people for the next 100 years, and we still at negative. I don't know how many. What are we talking about here, Pearl? Forgive how? Why? What are we talking about? You remember the fucking Tuskegee experiment? You know, where they took black soldiers only and injected them fucking with syphilis and made them human guinea pigs and then let them know? That forgiving? Well, they just admitted they did chemtrail shit again on another black town. The army just admitted to chemically fucking gassing a black community. That forgiving, Pearl? How? I need some details on this forgiving, huh? What are we talking about? But again, Pearl is race baiting to the race baiters. Okay? That's what Pearl is doing. She playing to the audience, man. Content strategy, content strategy, content strategy. It ain't got to make sense. The white people, yeah. But Pearl, don't forget, you got to pay the toll. Pearl, why they, yeah, tell them niggers. In the back of the white boy's mind, you still got to pay the toll. Don't you forget, Pearl. All right? I can tell you what white folks ain't, what them white boys ain't finna forgive. They not finna forgive that big ass black nigga you was dealing with for them years. Ask them white boys, they forgive you, Pearl. I promise you they don't.
Asian man, woman's table, they're not going to let no other race of man or woman come on that table and just blatantly go there disrespectfully. I didn't even say if you're wrong or not. It's the fact that, especially when you're laughing, it's one thing if I say, hey, Pearl.
Now, again, black people perceive smiling and laughing as disrespect. I quit. I can't smile now. I can't smile. I mean, go fuck off. Like, that's just how I feel about it. And here's the challenge on these shows. I'm a woman. My voice does not carry. I am not the kind of person that can talk like this and say, shut the fuck. Like, it's not who I am. God, but every day I think maybe I need to develop like a deep voice.
Pearl, no. You purposely don't need anything more masculine about you, Pearl. That's why you don't do it. And you just showed us you can clearly have a deeper voice at any point in time or just start yelling. You got a big ass studio. You got enough equipment and so on and so forth where you can just mega mic motherfuckers. You can literally just turn up the gain on your mic and drown out probably everybody on the panel, Pearl. Come on, stop it. Stop. And clearly, like in this position, you having a conversation. If you want to, you know how, when to interject. So you're not some just, you're not new to this. You're not some innocent, helpless, brand new podcaster or panel participant. You're a veteran at this shit. So stop trying to play the fucking victim, man.
If I want to speak about injustice, I go, hey, Pearl, there's a lot of injustice that's happening in law enforcement.
Now, remember, by the way, he told me before the show started, this was going to be black fatigue.
I know I could say something like white men. White men are trafficking kids. Laughing. Why you date white men? If I'm saying it in bad faith, it can come off as if I'm blatantly just trying to disrespect white men. But if I'm having a conversation,
assuming I'm bad faith, that's implying. So again, this is what he's doing. He's saying, you're not talking right. You are bad faith. I'm so fatigued. Yeah, black people, you guys just keep fatiguing me even more. Like, it's like I'm fatigued out. We look at the way white people get back is we don't do anything. We just walk away.
And remember, listen, now I told y'all, black fatigue really means what? What did I tell y'all black fatigue really means? It's just not okay to say. Black is code word for the negras. Okay? Black people is code word for the N-word. It's not black fatigue, it's nigga fatigue. You piss me off, you're not a black person no more, you a nigga. But I can't publicly say nigga, so I'm just gonna say black fatigue.
Back and forth, and I'm saying, hey, Pearl, I understand white men can be a certain way, but in this country, millions of women and children are trafficked. It's the intent of going straight there. When we had that black fatigue conversation
right. But the challenge is you're telling me we're talking about black fatigue. So I'm coming in thinking that this is the topic. And now watch him lie and gaslight. I'm like, oh my God. And it actually pissed me off more when I read the messages. I'm this close to releasing them. For messages, yes, you did.
Did I tell you we're not talking about that today? On the next one, did I not tell you that?
No.
On Instagram.
No, not tell. So this is what he did. This is how he's lying right there like a woman lies. Bruh. As I started talking about it and the women got mad, then he sent me a message saying not to anymore.
Now that's bad business. You can't do that. And this is where if that is true, that's no bueno. And this is what we're saying to where I'm saying this, okay? Folks with Fatty and motherfucking Ali the long way. I appreciate all the motherfucking love or all the what's name. But bruh, you can't let the motherfucking two dogs bite the motherfucking chihuahuas, and then you motherfucking tell the goddamn the pit bull the motherfucking all right, you gotta pipe down, you gotta simmer down. Cause you didn't Tyranny don't give a fuck what you tell Tyranny. Tyranny don't give a fuck. Once Tyranny gets in tyranny mode, you might as well be speaking motherfucking Martian. She don't give a damn. Jazz the same fucking way. So again, this is where I agree with Pearl as the guest, main attraction and everything, right? The big dog on the block. You can't fucking tell her to stop or so on and so forth if the conversation's already been had and the thought is this, and then people start fucking barking at her, and then you're like, no, we're not gonna talk about that because race this, race that, so on and so forth, and fucking Jazz, of course, is getting fucking triggered, and Tyranny is getting triggered. Those aren't that. It's not worth it. Had you had like name a big black female content creator. Name one. I can't. What? Big black female content creator with at least 100K subs, I guess, or whatever. The biggest black female content creator I can think of. Shit. Crimson Cure. That's probably the biggest one I can think of. Well, then too, like I said, I don't think y'all would have had a problem with Crimson Cure because Crimson Cure would understand how to have a conversation. But yeah, if it's Crimson Cure and she feels some type of way or so on and so forth, Crimson Cure is worth, hey, nah, we're not gonna do this, so on and so forth, la la la. Yeah. But motherfucking Tyranny and Jazz, nah, man. Especially when again they gonna shit on you next week, or as soon as they feel some type of way. Again, that's just my take on it. I just don't agree with that. Yeah, I was thinking, but Tasha K is not. I'm thinking like more red pill shit or that. But yeah, Candace Owens would be a great example. Yeah, like Candace Owens. Oh yeah, but again, those people, and that's why I said that. Anybody we said would be able to handle it, and I think it was just them trying to protect fucking Jazz and Tyranny. That's what even pissed me off more, like even more. You did this for the wrong people.
Like, do you see how deceptive that is? Do you see? Then he continues to lie and gaslight more. All he had to do was apologize. And I told him this is why black people will never get ahead. They just can't apologize. And do you know what?
Well, again, can white people apologize? White people don't. Again, man, it's nothing worse, dog. Especially, and what Pearl is doing is I'm the authority, right? Pearl is doing this shit and some shit that black men particularly go through our entire fucking lives. Okay, I experienced this as a boy. I experienced this as a teenager. I experienced this shit as a grown ass man. Okay, as a boy, I had this one teacher. She was either my second grade or third grade teacher, and this woman, come to find out, she really was racist. This is back when teachers would motherfucking smoke cigarettes on they break and shit. They they would go in the fucking break room and smoke cigarettes and shit in the school. Miss Williamson, I'll never forget it. Get her name. Miss Williamson just didn't like me. I don't know what it was, if I was too smart or whatever, so on and so forth. But Miss Williamson did not like me. Miss Williamson was sending a fucking write up to home every day, and my mama was whooping my ass every fucking day. And I was begging and pleading with my mama. I'm like, Mama, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not doing it. Until one day, thank God, I can't remember her name. I think Miss French. I think it was Miss French. Miss French. My mom was up there dealing with some shit because of Miss Williamson, and she ran into Miss French, and Miss French was like, oh, you're Fantastic's mom. He's so great. He's so smart. He's so this. He's so that. He's so whatever. And la 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 la. And it took somebody else, another adult, on my behalf, saying something positive for my mama to finally understand and believe what I was telling her, that this lady just didn't like me and was fucking I was getting my ass whooped at home. That's another thing too, the double-edged sword of where people understand you have a parent that's strict, or you have a parent that gives a fuck. So what they do is they get you in trouble at school because they know you're gonna get in trouble at home, right? Move on to fucking middle school. Same shit, right? Except now I could express it a little better, so on and so forth. And it wasn't super duper malicious, but the teacher just didn't like me, man. Right? I was never no problem kid, bro. Like again, I was fucking gifted program. You see me? I'm just trying to, I'm doing a little goofy shit that kids do, but I'm not beating nobody up. I'm not smoking no cigarettes, no weed. I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm just being a kid, right? Adulthood. Getting in the Navy. My first incident, I told you I got there and they found out I had a felony warrant, right? They pulled me in the office or whatever, and they telling me all this shit, and oh, is this what we do? And the hood this, and do we do this with guns and all this other shit and all that? And I'm like, first off, y'all don't even know what the fuck going on. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what's going on? And this is right here when the first moment when I didn't even knew, I just kicked in and was like, yo, what you saying right now is super duper fucked up, because this motherfucker told me, we need to get this monkey off your back. And I was like, what? Airman Sands, what do you mean? What? I said, what? Why are you talking about monkeys? What? I don't have a monkey on my back. I have a warrant that I can explain and that I can get handled whenever I get a chance to go home. I got leave and so on and so forth. There's no need for you to call it a monkey. Well, no, I don't know. There's no reason for you to say and use that language, that verbiage. There's a better way and a professional way that you can portray what you're saying without saying it to me, especially with a smirk on your face. Right? I stood tall, bro, before. Like, that's why I be laughing at niggas. You're a coon and you like the white man. Listen, bro, white boy never played me in my motherfucking life, nigga. Ever. Okay? I don't give a fuck how much rank you had. None of that shit. I wasn't going. Had the situation where I told y'all I was getting my kids, and I get locked up on the Air Force Base, MacDill Air Force Base in fucking Tampa. I turned myself in without consequence, all this other shit, so on and so forth. And the police report these motherfuckers wrote up, bro. They literally just detained me and had to let me go because I'm like, nah, man, I'm not giving my kids up. Well, you need to give the kids up. We're going to detain you and then such and so and so. Well, detain me, bro. Violate my rights for the fucking record. You know what I'm saying? I can use this on my thing because I showed you the paperwork that I'm due to have my kids, right? Do you know them motherfuckers wrote up he was so disrespectful and he was aggressive and whatever. And I'm like, if I'm aggressive and I'm fucking disrespectful and all that shit, how and why did they let me go in like 30 minutes? And thank God there was a black guy, you know what I'm saying, that was assessing the situation, not just whether because everybody's, well, why were you being disrespectful to the police? I said, I wasn't being disrespectful. But at the same time, even if I was, they literally illegally removed my children from my custody. What am I supposed to be? I'm supposed to be happy? But again, because another black man was there in the situation, he understood how people play with the language, how people will motherfucker pencil whip you as a black man when they got authority. Okay, Pearl don't got a pencil whip you. Pearl can motherfucker mic whip you. Pearl can platform whip you. And that's what Pearl is doing right now. Position of authority. What I'm the bigger person. I'm the higher ranking official. So what I say is facts, and that's it.
I'm actually a good faith person. So when he brought this up, I'm thinking, did I say something different? And then I read through the messages and I'm like, bruh. As a black man, I'm shocked how much black men defend black women. It's ridiculous behavior, as if we're not the ones that have to deal with the BS afterwards. I don't approve. Like, I made black women get herpes. Like, I did that. And white women have it at a pretty decently high rate too. It's like 1 in 6. Okay, like I'm not even saying we don't have it too, but like they really have it. You know. No, you said the next topic is black fatigue.
They really have it. It's crazy. They really have it. Is wild.
And then he said that.
No,
So.
I said that. Hold on. Watch. Let me show you.
Oh, this made me so mad. There's nothing I hate more than being gaslit. And by the way, you know, all he had to do was apologize. All he had to do was say sorry.
Maybe we had a
You
misunderstanding.
could go through it, but he lied about me, gaslit me, and now he's blaming it on a misunderstanding. Bruv. But
You said I thought we were talking, and it could be a cultural barrier. I said I thought we were talking about black fatigue. I said that's next one. This was already planned. Next.
I'm going to find the message. Oh, I hate it when people do this. I hate it when people know what you're talking about.
Oh, so she's searching for the YouTube. I mean, I guess the IG message. White women think once they study you enough, they can speak on what you should or should not do, and don't let them have kids with a black man. They'll think they know the entire black race. Well, I mean, I can't. I mean, they know something of it if they got black kids, half black kids. But yeah.
I'll give you my permission. You could screen record, but you better screen. But I mean, you guys are just exhausting me more. It's so intellectually dishonest. No, Fatty, I don't want to talk to you. I mean, like, and this is the crazy thing. It's like, I don't want to talk. Why would I want to talk to you? Like, Ilkid, screen record it and release it. I'll give you my permission. I'll give you my permission. You could screen record, but you better screen record the entire thing. No, and this is the other thing black people do. They say they're running when they're so unlikable and unpleasant that we don't want to talk to them. Like, I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like you are so incredibly unpleasant to talk to that we say, okay, we're going to do our own show over here and then we can just never talk again. It's so great. I did say that's why blacks today can't get ahead. See, that's another thing black people do. They use information to try to paint you as racist. And to be honest, that is why black people can't get ahead, because they lack basic decorum. You're trying to use that as a what do you say, like a gotcha? But
well, again, Pearl, what you know is this: you would never say that about Jewish people. You would never say that about gay people. So being that you understand that there's certain groups of people that if you said that about, there'll be extreme consequences and repercussions, almost immediate, or, you know, extremely detrimental, you think it's just safe to say it to the blacks, as you say, right? You can't say, you know, well, you know, Jewish people can't get ahead because of, or the LGBT can't get ahead because of, you know better than to do that, right? But because you only got to deal with us, right? And you feel like you've transcended us or springboarded from us, and now you're back to your crowd and your people, you know, that's going to accept you with open arms because you shitting on the blacks. This is why you're saying something that's clearly fucking inflammatory and trying to make it seem like it's not a big deal. Racist or not, it's disrespectful. This is the same argument with people. Well, it's just words. It's just words. Yeah, a black person thinks that they get violent over words. Well, again, I promise you, any white man right now, I challenge you. Okay. I'm a 6'5", 270-pound black man. If you were out and about with your mother or your daughter or your wife, and I walked up to your mother or your daughter or your wife in your presence, your face, move out the way, white bitch. That's YouTube. That's an example. Okay, there's a scenario. I am not challenging or threatening white women before y'all get crazy. Okay, this is a scenario. You would put me on my ass, and you might put me in the dirt, and you will be 1000% justified. I'm being aggressive and using fucking inflammatory language and making myself so again, words do make people react physically. depending on how, when, why they are said. For me to come up to a woman that's under your fucking protection and covering and call her a bitch and you know, be aggressive, everyone would applaud you for whooping my ass or shooting my ass or whatever. And they will be right. So if you are out and about and you just throw out hard R N words, like it's a white boy going around now that's holding the pistol, holding that fire, and they calling people hard R's, I promise you, please keep playing that game. You're gonna get laid down. Because as soon as you say that and you show me it, because you know, once you flash a gun or you reach for the gun, right? That is a threat of drawing the gun. So now, when them niggas that you calling niggas, hard R niggas, see you do this and flash the gun, act like you about to pull the gun, and they lay your stupid ass down, congratulations. You won the prize.
Every day see you at the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Again, this is a different arc. This is you know, Black Fatigue arc Pearl, man.
But I just said that. But that's what they do. I just want you to know they hold it over your head. If you say anything out of bounds, it's like forever. It's bad faith. And thank you for proving my point even further, like you're doing here.
When it's Black Fatigue. So you might have thought that was the next topic.
Right, but I'm saying the show. Why would I think it's out of bounds to bring up race issues when one of the topics is Black Fatigue?
Because
and by the way, I'd like to say the women dating criminals actually was so relevant on the topic because 50 Cent has a criminal record. And who was the woman that dated him? A black woman. It's just so exhausting. It's so
Okay, so we can move on from that. We'll go to the lead attorney part of it, right? So again, man, in my humble opinion, Fatty and Ali should have let the motherfucking shit hash out and land where it landed. Being that it didn't, hey, shit happened this way. Pearl got a whole bunch of content, and Pearl was able to jump fully into her fucking Black Fatigue bag, and this is why blacks don't get ahead and all this other shit. Acting like, again, Pearl, baby, them white boys not fucking with you. They not. They gonna cheer you on, and they gonna, yeah. Tell the niggas, tell them, talk about them. Black Fatigue, yeah. Fried chicken and watermelon. 20-inch rims, do-rags, Jordans, yeah, that's what to do. And in the back of their mind, Pearl, you still gotta pay the toll. You still gonna pay the toll because you burned the coal. Pearl, you never getting away from that shit, Pearl. Pearl, you're never getting away from this shit. But hey, get your bag. It's all content, Pearl. You cannot get away from that big ass nigga that you was out here in love with. For real. You was in love with that nigga for real. It's on wax, baby. All right. That's why y'all talk about Pearl's not married, and well, Pearl's never gonna get married. Not to no damn white man. She better an Asian. She's way too big for Asian. Godzilla. Godzilla. She way too big for a motherfucking Asian. Pedro and them ain't really, you know what I'm saying? And you done told your ass with the niggas, you talking shit about the niggas, so I don't know what the hell you gonna do. But hey, man, again, get your bag, man. Get your bag. Now let's go to my man, the lead attorney. Hope you guys are doing well. Don't fucking sue me, lead attorney. It's just a joke, brother. I know you're a lawyer, brother. I don't need no cease and desist. I ain't trying to steal your copyright, brother. I ain't trying to steal your trademark. Now, lead attorney was covering this debate. I just want to cover a little bit of this debate. Again, man, y'all know I hate doing this and having to hate to recover this shit. But, bro, I'm going to have to cover this damn Andrew Wilson shit, dog. Bro, Andrew Wilson is just taking L after L, bro. Jesus Christ. Lord Jesus. This is bad, man. But I guess she debated Andrew Wilson about the whole marriage thing. I wanted to point out this point, and then we'll jump to the conversation she had with lead attorney and the lead attorney's commentary on the whole, you know.
So what if we operate? No, my turn. If we operate off of your logic, right? Should they? If a woman has ever slept with a man ever, should no man ever wait to sleep with that woman?
I think that's a tough sell.
What's that?
You can sell that. It's a tough sell.
Hold on. My bad. It's way too fast. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I told y'all, man, I'd be consuming this shit way faster because this is how to do shit with YouTube.
Okay, well, I guess there's no risk if you never get on the date.
Yeah, that's right. So the thing is, if you're talking
so
about
walk away. So walk
if
away.
We're talking about
where is he sourcing the women from?
Instagram. You're asking for stuff. Stop cutting me off.
So, I need.
If you're asking a question, you got to let me answer.
But you're not answering the question.
What's the question? But then you have to not talk while I answer it.
Okay, I'll try. I'm a woman, so it's kind of tough.
Okay, go ahead.
Step-by-step process. How does he get a girl on a date? Where should he
get a girl on a date? You would go online. You'd have conversations with women everywhere that you went. The various things that we've always done to get women on dates.
Okay, so you go on the dating apps and get women on dates.
No, I didn't say that.
He didn't.
What did I say?
You said go online. I assumed you went on dating apps and talk to women. And talk to women. Totally fine.
Yes. Are you ever going to get a woman? Are you ever going to get a woman on a date, Pro, if you don't talk to any of them?
Okay, so you talk to women. And
are you ever going to get a woman on a date if you don't talk to them?
Okay, so I want to keep going through the process. I want to keep going through the process. So you meet them on a dating app, okay? Or you meet them.
I didn't say meet them on a dating app.
Okay, then can you tell me?
Well, you can't say meet them online, but then exclude dating apps. Dating apps are online. I don't know why. Again, and I guess, listen, man, you niggas gotta get listen. Like this weirdo ass nigga that was here earlier talking about, man, go to the mall and I bet you can't get a number, nigga. What? I know, niggas. I know you not fucking with nothing under the age of senior citizen discount at Denny's, nigga. Ain't nobody walking through the motherfucking mall. Fuck, hey, let me get your number. Let me holler at you. Holla. Nigga, ain't nobody doing that shit no more, nigga. You old ass niggas, man, just like, bruh, please sit down. Stop. Waste his whiteness is crazy. Well, no, I keep telling y'all, man, and this is why I don't want to do the Andrew Wilson thing when I got to. Andrew Wilson is the remember niggas was talking about non-select men type shit. Andrew Wilson is a non-select man that had to accept what he could. Point blank period. He's a smaller guy. He doesn't have an incredible fucking anything anatomically that stands out. He has a lot of bad habits that I imagine it was whatever. And again, he accepted a woman, you know what I mean? He accepted that woman in the condition she was in. So that just tells me a lot about his character. He can't come out being this super duper alpha or sigma or whatever the fuck and so on and so forth. When brother, you accepted your third place in your wife's, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Jabroni, man. Jabroni. This is the worst thing about being like an unk, right? Being an almost old nigga and then arguing with old niggas about like what's going on when clearly, nigga, you not out here. That's how I know. That's how I know a nigga not, as the young people say, got no motion. If a nigga's talking about, you know, motherfucking walking down bitches, okay, walking down on women and walking up to them in person and doing all this in person shit, bro. Nigga, you come on, bro, stop it. Unless you work, you checking the blade, brother. That shit is dead. You don't know what the fuck you talking about for real. Oh shit! Sorry about the man's for a man. Appreciate you, brother. I'm bad, man. I ain't see you super chat, man. Appreciate it, brother. Why are men even entertaining her or debating her? She's a non-factor. Who? Pearl? Well, you can't say she's a non-factor, bro. She got 2 million subs on YouTube. She's not a non-factor. Pearl, and this is why I say we take it a little too far. Pearl, 2 million subs on YouTube, pretty decent social media following everywhere else. She's been on CNN, Fox, all these different things, so on and so forth. So, she's definitely made her bones on social media. So you can't say she's a non-factor when she has that impact in that resume, man. So we can't just be, we can't say crazy shit. We appreciate the $5 though. Shout out to my man DJ Smith 23. Appreciate you, brother, for the $5. Andrew always tries to control or delay the debate when he starts looking bad. Of course, I told you that's one of the tactics of knowing whenever Andrew's losing. You can tell we're bad. His body language becomes horrible, and he starts trying to fucking go other places than what the topic is at hand.
Tell me where.
Yeah, I would. All you have to do to begin the initial process of dating women is use whatever connections, resources you have to start connecting with various women. You can use dating apps, sure. That seems to be one of the most common ways that you do it. But you can also use friends of friends. You can use your family members. You can use all sorts of different ways to connect with women the same way that men and women have been connecting forever.
Sure.
Except now.
And again, no, see, this is what Andrew Wilson has been married for now, or he said in a relationship for 20 years, according to what his wife said, somewhere around that time. Brother, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. You're aged out, man. You don't know what the fuck is going on out here. Okay. You're giving horrible advice and inadequate and irrelevant and improper and every motherfucking every synonym for wrong. Okay, there is for dating advice in 2025. If you're a man that's 40 years and older, maybe some of that shit you're talking about, but bro, you're trying to fucking set up the future families and future relationships, right? What the fuck is we talking about, man? Oh shit! Shout out, man! Shout out to brother Hakeem B. Brother, appreciate you, brother. Hakeem B1 with the 50 ball coming in with the club soda, brother. I greatly appreciate you, that good brother.
That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
OG Fantastic, my first time watching your show live, so I'm just showing support. Also, let me get that change so I can have the universal rich nigga. Hey, man, no, man. Hey, you know this. You know I got this out of bubblegum machine, man. But hey, brother, I greatly appreciate the 50 ball, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate you for showing love, man, showing support, brother. Listen, dog. Hey.
Now you have also the online component.
Sure, totally fine. So then what's next? Do you take her on a date? Is that
you can take her on a date, but usually the second step would be to be in the talking phase. And inside the talking phase, you're able to actually identify many of these risk mitigating factors, which become immediately apparent in 90% of the conversation.
Oh, shit. Now, again, you're kind of shooting yourself in the fucking foot there, Andrew, because did you go through a talking stage with your old lady, brother? Did you go through a talking stage before you agreed to marry the woman that already had, kids by two different dudes? Brother. Just saying. Again, this is where we get into the message and the messenger. And it's like this is some shit you heard somebody else say. It's clearly you're not living by that logic. And you're grandfather then at this point. So the fact of the matter that you were game goofy, as the blacks would say 20 years ago, brother, you would be eating a fucking live in 2025, Andrew. Okay? You'd be eating alive, bro. We have absolutely no idea how this shit works. Anyway, shape, form, or fashion at all.
Very apparent, the red flags or the risk mitigation. I wouldn't take a woman on a date. I would be in the talking phase with multiple women for an elongated period of time before I ever took one out on a date.
Okay, fine. So how long should they talk before they get to the date?
Well, it's going to vary from person to person.
Okay, but what would you suggest?
I would suggest that you talk to them until you feel like you've gathered enough information and intel on the mitigation of these red flags, and then I would take them. Sure, you can take them on a date then.
Okay, and what information are you trying to get from them?
Well,
what
that's great.
Flags?
Glad that you asked that question for risk mitigation.
Sure.
I'd be looking for things like, were you raised by a single mom, right? What are your goals?
Oh, not how many men have you had children with already before I take you serious? Were you raised by a single mom? What about if you are a multiple mom by multiple men before I take you serious, Andrew? It's funny how you're skipping over that.
What is the structure in life that you're after? Whether or not it is the case you have a present father in your life. How many tattoos do you have? That would be another good one. Your promiscuity level. I do a little intel maybe around their Facebook, things like this. You know how many male friends they have? There's tons and tons.
Okay.
The same things that women do.
Yeah, totally fine. So now you get her on the date. Are you trying to sleep with her? Are you waiting till you're suggesting they wait till marriage?
Oh.
Is that what you're
well, yeah, only if they want the best outcomes, yeah. Okay. And they don't want to
again, man, listen. So now I don't know, or if anyone knows, you can inform me if Andrew Wilson claimed that he was a virgin when he got married to his now wife. Okay. If I was a betting man, I'd say that he wasn't. Okay. This moral purity argument, bro. And if I'm wrong on this, Lord, please forgive me. It's just unrealistic. It's never going to happen. And the reason why I'm saying this, and I know this, the Bible prophesies it. This is the way the world moves now. Okay. It's just the way of the world. This is why a man can't even find a pure wife anymore. That's why men aren't requiring virgins, because it's unrealistic. We were all in high school. Bitches was fucking in 14, 15. I told y'all 2 girls got pregnant while we were in middle school that I know of. It's probably more. I'm saying that was just in my grade. I'm pretty sure it was other girls that did too, but I just know for a fact it was 2 girls that got pregnant in the 7th and 8th grade that were in like the same grade I was. That would have been like 13 and 14. Okay. What are we talking about here, man? And again, I still say this. Listen, this is no longer. This is not the Bible days. All right, sex is a very, very important aspect of a healthy relationship. This is what I think. This is what I know. Okay, there's people that's way, way better than me and versed in interpersonal relationships, intimate relationships, psychological aspects, emotional aspects, mental aspects, all these different things. Okay. Men and women actually enjoying each other intimately, physically intimately, is extremely important to the longevity and success of a relationship. Okay. If you are suggesting that a man just marry a woman off of the vibes and the whatever, so on and so forth, and then he finally get that pussy and it's trash, or her same way, she finally get the dick and it's trash, because again, we know nobody's virgins anymore. Andrew Wilson is speaking from this perfect biblical fucking place where everybody's virgin. Nobody knows what sex is. So you can never tell if it's good or bad because, hey, you're both fucking green. Okay. If it's trash and we both had trash, it's the best we ever had because we both never had it. No, Andrew, that's not how it works, bro. And this is why I say the argument that he's going down, man. I don't even know why he's on this train. But again, it's his shtick. It's his fucking brand. We're going to change the world and change society by unrealistic motherfucking shit that's never going to happen.
Great single moms that they have to take care of their children. Yeah.
So if she's not a virgin, are you telling them they should still wait till marriage?
Yeah, I still would. Yeah.
Okay. So
if you're interested in
dumb shit. And again, I don't even know what Andrew claims to be. So you mean to tell me somebody that didn't fucking buy the cow, got all the motherfucking milk for free, right? Lord knows probably did half or even less than what you're doing now. She liked him. She saw him. She sucked him. She fucked him. Hey, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Now you got to talk. You got to whine. You got to dine. You got to impress. You got to buy a ring. You got to get down on one knee. You got to motherfucking beg her to be in your life for the rest of your life. And you don't get to test the pussy to motherfucking to marriage night. Man, get the fuck out of my face, man. What are we talking about, man? Shout out to my man, Devil Game X1, man. Probably 11, brother. I don't know if it's Exile 11. I'm just gonna hit you with the Roman numerals, brother. Greatly appreciate you. Yeah, the world he talking about don't exist anymore. Yeah, bro, it don't. 10 is crazy, bro. Now you had to be in a major city. 10, that's crazy. 10 middle school girls with babies? Jesus Christ.
A woman who's not a virgin, right?
Well,
my assumption is the man's not going to be a virgin.
95%, right?
Yeah, and most of the men aren't going to be virgins or taking those women out either.
Okay.
Right then. So what are we talking about here? So if nobody's virgins, why the fuck would you wait to have sex? Why? Fuck are we talking about? You killing your own argument just that alone.
That's the case, yes. Factually,
okay, so
that is the dating market.
So you want men to pay a higher price for what other men got for free?
Oh, so okay. Well, let's just grant this. Let's say they don't, right? You want men to sleep with a woman on the first date?
Can you answer my question? I'll answer yours.
Okay, so the answer's in the answer. I'll explain it.
No,
so
do you
the
want
thing
them
is,
to
it's
pay
like,
a high, you don't like the answer
you
to the
don't
question.
you don't have to sleep with this woman to get to know her. If you think that she's worth the risk, and if you think that she's worth it to stick around to sleep with later or to date long term, sure. The problem that you have here is
So
that
what if-
we
what if-
operate. No, my turn. We operate off of your logic, right? If a woman has ever slept with a man ever, should no man ever wait to sleep with that woman?
Yes, no. The answer is no. Yes. If a woman is not a virgin, yes, she should hold every man to the same standard and there be no waiting in the process of sex. Of course, fucking willingly and her being, mutually wanting to have sex with that man. But no, that man should, if she's not a virgin, a man should expect the same motherfucking shit before the man that came before him. Bitch, you fucking now. The tamper seal is broken on that pussy, baby. I need me a little sample too. Okay. All right. I need a sample. I need a test drive just like the last nigga or niggas.
I think that's, that's a tough sell.
What's that?
You can sell that. It's a tough sell.
So then you think that the woman, if you've ever had sex as a woman, you should just give it up?
Give it up.
Okay, so you want guys to marry...
Answer the question.
I will answer that question.
No, you're not answering the question.
I will answer that question.
If a woman's ever had sex...
All right. How to be a good podcaster, chapter 4. Don't let your camera overheat. Can we do that? Is that a good... If you...
And immediately, that would be absurd.
Right.
That's not a personal attack.
Right, but women do sleep with men faster that they like.
That's true.
Generally speaking, I think the same thing with men. They generally will try to sleep with women faster.
Come on, man. What the fuck is man? Bro, Andrew Wilson is just, again, man. I think the thrill is gone over Andrew, bro. Andrew got way too much shit going, dog. Okay. Andrew got way too much shit going. Way too much, man. Andrew got way too much shit going, bro. You gotta, I don't know. He need to take a break off of social media and do a revamp or something because this shit is bad.
How would a guy know the difference between a girl that's using him for resources, or like just trying to use him for the lifelong provisioning, or that actually likes him?
Well, every woman's going to be utilizing men to some degree for resources and historically always has.
Okay.
The idea, though, that you can't mitigate these risks by taking a look at the entirety of their social media, doing a little social stalking, which is you're just looking around at their connections and things like this in order to see what the general trend is. You can basically determine this fairly quickly. In fact, men have become so savvy to this in the dating market, they're beginning the high rates of rejection now where they're like, nope,
so there's no women that at all could mitigate any of this. I mean, the biggest hoes that I knew in school had pretty much no digital footprint, no social media, none.
Well, I mean,
because it's like a strategy actually, because they want to get they want to get around. And
it's really difficult now. Well, then even if that was the case,
like a small
I would just put that as another red flag. Oh, you have no social media presence? Nah, maybe that's another red flag.
But wouldn't you say that women are developing new?
Do you think it's a red flag to see a woman with no social media? I would prefer a woman with no social media. I prefer the good old days, man. Because if a woman gets on social media, what is she going to be tempted to show? Two things. Number one, she's going to be tempted to show her ass. And I get it. Fine. Women show your ass. I get it. Or if we're in a relationship and things are going sour. Oh, I had a bad day. Oh, Lee treated me wrong. You're trying to stick it on my ass. Like she's going to seek sympathy and compassion.
Whoa. Goddamn. Lee, not stick it up. Lord, Jesus. Let's just skip forward, man. Jesus Christ. Lee wildin'.
Society you're in, ever, you're not going to be able to mitigate that some men are going to have catastrophic results.
Damn. Lee, we watching this woman that has never had articulated one original thought debate, bro, from the Clanosphere, whose solution is to find an Amish Orthodox virgin. We slumming it today, I see. Damn, y'all crazy, man. Damn, they going in. Shit.
And instead, they should use women, basically, and women them.
Shout out to Blue Baggins. Blue and the Little Gavin channel, they are cut from the same cloth. They never bite their tongue, ever. Shout out to Blue. What does Blue say? Blue says, Lee, man, come on. We really watching this woman that has never articulated one original thought debate bro from the Clanosphere shit, whose solution is to find an Amish Orthodox virgin. Come on.
Listen, so I don't even know. I guess they were talking about how, again, I don't know if they're actually saying, so is Andrew Wilson really on the, of course, I'm not saying he's all out racist, but is he on the black fatigue shit too? I mean, I know he I don't think he brought up too many racial things. It was some shit that would be questionable or borderline, some covert shit more than overt with CGA, But I don't know. Is he really out here? You know what I'm saying? Behind closed doors, talking shit about niggas. I don't know. Yeah, bro. Hey, Zagu, what's up, brother? Yeah, man. Listen. Very covert. Well, again, I wouldn't be surprised, dog. That's why I wouldn't be surprised. Again, like I said, shout out to Fatty. I saw the last conversation he had with Fatty, and Fatty had his ass pinned down, and he tried to run all the way to motherfucking Timbuktu, Kalamazoo, and then come back and try to trap Fatty with some bullshit because he had him fucking trapped. So again, I don't know. He dies on the hill of misrepresentation of black stats. See, I've never heard him have a black stat conversation or debate. So that's why I genuinely haven't heard him say it. I'm not saying it's not there. I've never seen him debate the black stats or anything, or have a race-based conversation. So that's why I'm asking. You say his audience is definitely racist. Okay. I mean, well, his shit is the Crucible. So
we slumming today. I see it's a slow news day. Here saying, and it is a frustration, guys. If you see people debate, it can't be, oh, well, your position is wrong, your position is wrong, your position is wrong. Okay, what do you want? Oh, I don't give men advice. You should put in your prenup. This is how you can talk to your wife about the prenup. If you're going through a divorce, this is how you can make things so much easier.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so if it was moving towards the overall health of men, it would be an easy sell and men would do it.
And that, well, no, not necessarily. Men have gone along with lots of different things, which were an easy sell because they were misled, or they had bad information, or collectively from the society. Like, here's an easy one. Men go off to war. They go off to literal war when they get drafted. And that has been an easy sell, but it definitely was not good for men.
And shout out, a lot of y'all found me with the Young Thug trial down the street here in Atlanta. We had Judge Glanville. And Judge Glanville, she's been in the military 35 years. I think he went through the JAG stuff too. I don't really understand too much about it. So big shout out to Barrio, going to be an attorney. Says legally marriage is a contract, 100%. All right. Barrio is going to let you know, but I know it's deeper than paper. Yeah, and it might be a part. Certainly Atlanta 2025, if you gay, go to Piedmont, you can go anywhere. Like you're running your show. I don't think gays are degenerates, but I will say this. Y'all see the suit, y'all see the tie. I'll be honest with you. I deal with women of a certain, they got some business about themselves. All right. Shout out to Coach Greg, but I'm really not down in the JUCO. Now, that don't mean I don't want to be all the time, but a 21-year-old, I want to have some deep, thoughtful conversations. They can't really do it. Not their fault. So I do like a woman with a certain style. I will say this though. When I get that woman in the bedroom, I want her to be a degenerate. I do. I
Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Lee, man. Hey, man, listen, man. That's that Georgia shit, nigga. Listen. Hey, one of the realest niggas you ever gonna meet in your motherfucking life is a nigga from Georgia, nigga. Hey, man, we started talking. Listen, I don't know what we started talking about that. What I said, boy, listen, baby, listen. I need you to be nasty, baby. Okay, all right. I need that. You hear me? I need to know that you. Hey, I need to know that you like me, baby. Okay. You jump off the dresser. All right. Flip off the Chester draw. You hear me? If you ain't flipping off the Chester draw, you ain't fucking with me like that. Okay?
I want to do things. I need her to degenerate before me. Degenerate. That's what I don't know. Oh, gays are degenerate. I don't know. I need some degeneration. When I'm in the bedroom.
Yeah, see, this is crazy. So like I said, Jazz said all white people sleep with dogs. So why you turn around and be so offended? Take what you give. And if she said, like I said, if she said that, again, that's what I'm telling you. Jazz is a fake pro-black. I've already said that. I'm not surprised by any of that. I mean, I've heard the crazy wild shit that Tyranny said. And again, I've heard a lot of the wacky pro-black shit. I just haven't heard her say anything this egregious. But if she said this, come on, what are we talking about? But she didn't say that on that show, did she? She didn't say that on that particular show with Fatty and Ali, though, did she?
Does that make me bad? Does that make me a degenerate now? Am I a degenerate now? Probably. What did you think about this debate? How did you think it went? Andrew has really positioned himself maybe alongside of Destiny as, him and Destiny, the 1-2 power debaters on all of YouTube. So,
that's just horrible. Listen, man, Destiny's already been exposed. I don't know how many times. Destiny was been race baiting, man, and I didn't know this at the time. Again, y'all talking about Pearl. Listen, I don't know if y'all knew this, but if y'all knew that motherfucking Destiny was a motherfucking a double sucker brother fucker, man, what the hell? If y'all knew motherfucking Destiny was out here when he shot at Bernard Riley, wherever Bernard Riley is, man, put the Bernard Riley motherfucking bat signal in the air. If y'all knew motherfucking Destiny was out here.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
If y'all knew motherfucking Destiny was out here doing the bending, man, y'all entertain him, bro. That is a red. Hey, man, flag on the play. Because I had no idea. Okay, had no idea that nigga was doing the bending and fucking down on bending knee. You hear me? Getting bent and everything. Lord Jesus, Xander. That too, allegedly.
You know, it's a thing to kind of go against someone whose whole job is to debate, especially, you know, on the whatever podcast. He's got a lot of experience doing this. Kind of, what did you think about the debate in general?
Oh, I mean, he's a better debater than me. I just expected to lose. You know?
Do you
oh, yeah. I mean, I go in, I'm like, this is going to be an L. And if I take any W's, because just like from I mean, Andrew's been up against the best and won.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone up against the best and won some and lost some, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I expected to lose. Go ahead.
Do you think that you lost this debate?
The first one I did, I thought I won.
Wait. So you guys had debated before this one?
Yeah, there was a part. This was actually a part two. So we did a debate at a table, and it was actually meant to be more of a sit down. But I just kept asking him the question, "What's in it for men to get married?"
Yeah, and again, man, listen. This is why I say black people. And shout out to Lead, man. Lead. You know, smooth operator type shit. Lead, you're a professional fucking debater, brother. You are a lawyer, brother. Okay, 20 plus years of law experience, brother. A lawyer is a professional debater. Top of the top. You argue for a living. You got to bring it back to Georgia, Lead. You argue professionally for a living, brother. You are a professional debater, a licensed debater, brother. A bar card holding debater, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, Lee. Give yourself some credit, bro. Come on now.
And it's kind of the concept behind the documentary is like nobody really has an answer. And I actually expected him to agree with me. So it sort of turned into a debate that I didn't think was going to be a debate. And then round two, he came in hot and heavy. He had his facts ready to go. Yeah, the first one, I don't know. I don't think he thought it was an ambush, but it was like it was almost like a debate that came up that neither of us thought would be a debate. And then I thought I won that on accident. And then number two, I went in and I'm like, I'm about to get cooked. So,
all right. So I think we're kind of seeing a little bit of looseness or shoddiness in these arguments here. I mean, that's a very, and I'm not saying that it's wrong, but that's a very stark. I got his Taco Bell weight. Not the Taco Bell weight. But I will say this is the danger of statistics,
no
right?
women in the chat. Is she well? That's not rational.
Well, now she's turning into Tommy Sotomayor. Now she's reading the chat.
My mom had 7 kids. And
now she's reading the chat. Oh my gosh. Okay, shout out. And if y'all got questions for Pearl, you can certainly ask them. Put a Q, and then I'll ask the question. Chelsea says, TLA, ask her about the panel she just did with Fatty on Unleashed. Okay. What does that mean? Do you know what this is referring to?
Yeah, I do. I just did not a debate. I did a panel with Fatty and they kind of crashed out. But yeah, that was a whole thing.
What was the debate about? Who is Fatty?
I don't know if you want to go into this.
Oh, did it get bad?
No, we can. Hold on. Let me
shout out to Fatty, man. Shout out to Fatty.
Let me message it.
Is it still on YouTube?
Yeah, it's still on YouTube and it's fine. Like I'm fine talking about it, but it's just with your show, it's kind of a contentious topic. So I don't know if you
okay, just tell us what was the topic.
So the topic was if black women date criminals more than other races.
If black women date criminals more than other races.
Yeah, and I would say that's true.
Oh shit. Okay.
So and I'm not saying the white women don't do it too. We do, but it's just when I was interviewing and talking to people, it was just more prevalent with black women, and then they crashed out. And I said it because, and the reason it came up was because I said that women date criminals, and then the girl got mad. She's like, Pearl, you're just the one dating criminals. And I'm like, no. And then at first I gave a different example. I gave a white example. I said Ted Bundy. Like, white women, we love serial killers. So we're like Ted Bundy, Luigi Mangione. And then she was like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, come on. You don't see these rappers out here that women are like, come on. And so, yeah. And then they got mad at me for saying that. And then it was a crash out, and that was it.
Okay. And in terms of criminals, if we say that black women date more criminals than, I say, white women, are there more criminals? Are there more black people? Are there more black criminals in the United States, or are there more white criminals in the United States?
Well, I'd say most people date in their race, like most people. There are interracial, but like, most people do date in their race. And if 1 in 3 black guys have felonies, then that's just going to be more common.
Okay. Let me ask the question again. Are there more black criminals in the United States, or are there more white criminals in the United States?
Shout out to motherfucking Lee, man. See again, Lee, you know what I'm saying? This that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Can I badger the witness? Can I treat the witness as hostile? Your Honor, I'm gonna ask you again, Pearl. Are there more black or white criminals in the United States?
I don't know. Because it depends.
What you mean you don't know? See, again, this is what we talk about when this per capita shit comes up. Okay, the per capita is always a motherfucking like convenient thing, right? Now, fantastic. You always talk about the whatever. Again, for us, for our purposes, bro, need to be worried about that shit because it's overrepresentation. When white people use that shit, dog, okay, it's niggas is causing all the problem. Blame Jerome, blame Tyrone, criminals this, criminals that. And again, we discovered this in real time over here. White people don't even classify sex crimes as violent crimes, and they don't classify crimes against children as violent crimes. They only want to talk about the gang bangers and the robberies and the shootings and the carjacking. Okay, fine. I'm with you, which we know white people do that shit too. But again, I can make an excuse for a nigga shooting at the ops, right? He had a pistol. I had a pistol. He pulled his. I pulled mine. Somebody got shot. Okay. I'd rather be judged by 12 to carry by 6. Right? Hey, one of us got to go. I ain't motherfucking finna go laying down. Shootout happened. Somebody died. Is what it is. Do the crime, do the time. I'm with it. Right? That's understandable. It's excusable. Okay? Motherfucker break into some shit. Steal a car. Or whatever. Not motherfucking any excuse for the shit or whatever. But hey, he's just stealing cars. Nobody get hurt, so on and so forth. Property crime, so on and so forth. La la la. Okay. But when we start talking about motherfuckers out here taking women by force, taking children by force, how is that not the most violent and most vile of crime? That's what white people lead in. Family crime, kill me, everybody. The kids, the dogs, everybody dying, no lying. It's crazy. Biggie made that motherfucking verse. That's the white man MO. Chris Benoit. Everybody got to go. Goldfish too.
If you do it like total or per capita?
Yeah, I'm asking total.
Total, probably white.
Okay, so there
ain't no probably. Stop it, Pearl. What you mean probably? It's 5 times more white people than everybody else. What are you talking about here? Or 5 times more white people than black people. We just did it the other day. I think white people make up 60% of the population. White people make up 60% of the population, and maybe even more. Let me Google it. Let me see. What percentage of the population is non-Hispanic white? Non-Hispanic whites are the largest racial ethnic group in America, being the majority of the American population at 58.4%. So 58%, damn near 60%. Okay. So 58.4% compared to, I think, what black people are 13%. So that's 4 point something times. Hispanics are like what 16%. So it'd be about the same. So, and then Asians are even smaller than that. So at the very least, white people are 4 times as many as Asians and or blacks. And they make up damn near 60% of the population compared to everybody else.
And probably way more white criminals than black criminals, right?
Yes.
But you're saying that even though there are way more white criminals, that black women date more black criminals than white women date white criminals?
Yeah, because most people date in their race. And so it's like what percent of, like a third of white men don't have a felony. So like if I was
way more white criminals.
Yeah. So again, and shout out to Lee for pointing out this fallacy. So it's a lot harder for a third of white men to have fucking criminal records or be criminals when it's 5 times more than you, or 4 plus times more than you than black people. So the population is smaller, right? And you have a fucking higher concentration or of criminals. I'd imagine that Hispanics are somewhere along the same, right? But no one ever talked about Hispanics. Nobody ever talks about Hispanics. Like, you know, again, there are more Hispanic people in the United States now. Let me see this shit real quick. So prison population by race. By race. 32% black, 31% white, 23% Hispanic. At the year end of 2022, the racial and ethnic composition of the United States state federal prison population was approximately 30% black, 31% white, 23% Hispanic, 2% American Indian, Alaska Native, and 1% Asian, Native Hawaiian, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's crazy. Should I know that? So this is where we get into is where you got a higher black people having the highest percentage of fucking what's the name, man. That's something that we got to work on, man. Well, hold on, let me see. This is more. Okay, thank you. So I didn't think that was right. It made no sense. So here we go. I take that back. What's the name was wrong. So let me show this real quick. Let me share this. I was like, damn, that sounds kind of crazy. There's no way that. Okay. Let me put this link in the chat so y'all will be able to see it. Here we go. Federal Bureau of Prisons, statistics, inmate race. As you can see here, it's not going to populate. Is it going to populate? Yeah. Well, here you go. So black is 38.2%. White, they combined them. So that's what? Okay, so white is a combination of Hispanics and what's the names? Damn. So we still might be right. I don't know. Because I don't know how many. Because we go by, they said it was 23% of Hispanics, right? So let's just subtract 23 from that, and it would be 34. So it's still the same. So we still got the highest thing because they combine Hispanics and white. So that would still be about the same. So we still have the highest prison rate, man. 38% compared to like 34% and then 23% or 24%, something like that. So yeah, because it's no Hispanic, so we have to assume that they combine white Hispanics and non-white Hispanics. Not that one. That one.
Right.
Right, but I'm talking on like a percentage. So if you talk to like 10 black women versus 10 white women, like if you talk to 10 white women, they're not going to know as many criminals, just like on a balance of probabilities.
Even though there are millions more white male criminals?
But not per capita.
And I really don't know the 1 in 3. That's surprising to think that 1 in 3 black men have felonies. Where did that come from?
You can Google it.
All right, so I think we're kind of seeing a little bit of looseness or shoddiness in these arguments here. I mean, that's a very, and I'm not saying that it's wrong, but that's a very stark argument, that a very stark statistic that 1 in 3 Black men have felonies. So it'd be good if you're going to put that out there to kind of know where we got it, right? And then it would be good to know the stats for white. It's kind of weird to know the stats for Black men and not know the stats for white men. Is that a little weird? Do you know how many white men are felons?
Not off the top of my head. I know I've looked it up before.
Do we all see kind of what's going on? Right. And this is what you got to be careful about. Now, if you're just going to be dating on this fatty guy's channel, you don't really have to be, I guess, so buttoned up. Right. But if you want to present yourself and like, hey, I know what I'm talking about. It's weird to know how many Black men are felons, but not to know how many white men are felons. But then
do you want to just Google it? You can Google it if you want.
You're the one making the argument, not me.
Well, I came here to talk about the marriage debate.
Okay, so let's just now we're going down another road. It's fair. You're fine. And you warned me. You were like, Lead, I don't know if you want to talk about this fatty shit. So you warned me. All right. So fair enough. You are exactly right. Do you have any debates, do you think, coming up about this issue? I really do think that you are one of the people, just because of the experiences that you've had running your own podcast, talking to all these different women and talking to all the men that you have a documentary about the traps of marriage.
Now, hold on. Now, listen. Pearl, you did the same shit that they claimed you did to you. You said it was all right. We can talk about it. But when you start getting motherfucking pinned down, oh, well, I came here to talk about the marriage debate. And no, motherfucker, because you losing this one. Now you want to go back to, you want to go back to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't really want to talk about this. Well, no, Lead asked you and you was like, well, we can talk about it because you thought it was going to go one way. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was one way. You wanted to be one way. What Lead say? Lead said, hey, you wanted to be one way. Where is that, man? I know it's here. Oh, here we go.
You wanted to be one way.
What?
You wanted to be one way.
Man, I don't
You
know
wanted
what
to
you...
be one
Man,
way.
Stop saying that.
What is the other way?
But it's the other way. The per capita shit always been disingenuous. Well, no, it's not disingenuous. It's just if you're going to use it, it needs to be that way across the board. You can't be selective with the per capita. That's the thing. And like that's what the Black fatigue shit is, to where white people always want to use per capita because they know they're going to win that. But if you understand per capita, and my thing is, if you have to go to the per capita argument, you've already lost the argument more likely than not. Because what you're doing is you're saying, hey, you guys overrepresent for your percentage, which that's a problem, right? But at the same time, if my overrepresentation still doesn't add up to fucking 1/10 of you, what are we talking about here? You take all the motherfucking Black criminals and put them together, bro, and it's still, you know, at least twice, if not 3 times more white people that are criminals, simply off of fucking volume alone. So what are we talking about here? So again, when you make that per capita argument, is extremely disingenuous for criminality and shit.
Marriage and divorce. Like, you know, a lot of stuff. Do you plan on in the future talking to men and women about, or debating, let's say, about this all this information that you have, kind of getting it out there?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably do it. It's just, you know how it is, Lead. It's so much nicer when you just do your own show.
It is.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with people.
I know you want.
Well, listen, man, I'm gonna say this, Pearl. Listen, if you want to have an actual debate about the racial shit and the Black fatigue and so on and so forth, set it up just like you used to do it back in the old days. Set the shit up, Pearl. Shit, we'll pull up. You know, but of course, I don't think you want to do that, because if people are actually informed and people that actually come to have the conversation, I'm not talking no pro-Black bullshit. I'm talking about somebody that's gonna stick to the data, statistics, and the actual proper context of the things, and we're able to talk about everything, okay? And then we start using the per capita numbers of fucking white men and white women when it comes to child sex crimes, when it comes to abusive families, when it comes to, you know what I mean, all of these things that are violent, but you guys only want to focus on, you know, shootings and gang activity. Like, again, like I said, there's never an excuse for a sex crime against a woman or a child And I don't think anybody disagrees with that. But for whatever reason, white people don't classify sex crimes as violent crimes. Then this whole narrative gets flipped all the way the fuck around. And that's why I told y'all that on the last one. Remember we was talking about all these white teachers out here, these white female teachers molesting these children, these students, violating these students, and everybody just sweep it up under the rug. Not to mention all the other crazy, wacky shit. Like, look up Pearl. We won't talk about fucking sex crimes against animals. Guess who leads in that, Pearl? We gonna talk about that form of criminality? Of course not. I think that's incredibly violent. Poor Sparky don't know what the hell going on. He just knows it's peanut butter. Okay? It's peanut butter and you putting it on your certain areas and shit. He don't know what he doing.
Through a lot, you know, with you were doing the kind of the fresh and fit, just pearly things, having all these people coming in and out, and you know, some of these people are, you know, they have. I think it's fair to say at least a few of them have some mental health problems. So you're dealing with all that. That's a lot of.
Yeah, and I didn't really have a life for a while, so it's kind of just easier to like have just to do my show. It's like less stuff I have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing debates all the time. You got to worry about like people coming, people going, etc.
Interesting. Well, you know, I really do think that you have a lot of information, way more than the average YouTuber about this marriage stuff. Can you talk a little bit about your documentary? Is it out yet?
No, God help me. I was demonetized for 2 years. No, I mean, I'm still raising money for it, but
the idea, not out yet. Okay, but you're actively producing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's called What's in It for Men. I mean, so the idea is like there's all these commentators that are just always nagging men, like they need to make more money. They need to step up, protect women, be better. And
again, what's so crazy is this is the funny part about Pearl now trying to separate herself from the black community, right? Or using black fatigue, when again, Pearl, one of the main constituents in the basis you would have used for this argument would have been black men, right? Because, you know, they suffer the most from anything we're talking that's family related, right? So for you now to be on your black fatigue arc and, you know, be on this race and rage bait, right? And the clear history that's still out here of you being on lead attorney right now. Lead attorney is a black man. So how do you go, a few days before this, going against Fatty and Ali and black fatigue, and I can't stand the blacks, and this is why the blacks can't this and the blacks can't that. Now you pull up on lead attorney show, right? Common courtesy. Somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, just as, you know, influential as you are, a black man's platform, and he gets your ass pinned into a corner with a simple line of questioning. And now you get flustered and he has to redirect because he's a professional at this even more so than you are outside of YouTube. This is his profession for his lifetime, right? And he understands, you know, hey, I don't want to, you know, have to fucking lose the witness completely or totally. So, hey, let me redirect it, you know, again. But according to you, the blacks aren't smart enough to do this. Shout out to lead attorney, man. Shout out to lead attorney. Simple line of questioning. Lee wasn't being malicious. He wasn't doing any of this shit. This is just, you know, 20 years of being a fucking attorney and asking people, you know, probing questions, exposing her in real time. This is why Pearl will never, ever have an actual debate with black people about race and all this other shit and so on and so forth. Because, come on, bro, what are we doing? You don't, you know how many, you know, you can throw out the motherfucking black statistics of criminals and felons and all this other shit and so on and so forth, but you don't know your own people's. I can tell you that I think is what, if we remember right, what was y'all? It was 60+% of sex crimes are perpetuated by white men. Same goes for child sex crimes. White men dominated by a lot. That's one thing the black men do not overrepresent in at all. Sex crimes. But again, somehow sex crimes aren't violent crimes, according to white people.
They just can't answer the simple question, what do men get out of marriage?
Yeah, I think they get a lot. Man, you guys are really, y'all are really locked in on this fatty thing, right? And I think Pearl has made it clear that she doesn't want to talk about it, right? And so I'm not going to force anybody to talk about anything on the channel. I've never have. I'm not going to in the future. So she doesn't want to get into it. That's fine, all right. And I would extend that courtesy to Andrew or Coach Greg Adams or Kevin or anybody. I do talk about a lot of things. I make a lot of raunchy jokes and this and that, and I talk about race sometimes. But I'll be honest with you, it's very difficult for me to talk about race because that's not my particular lane. Like, I don't really understand it. I took my 23andMe.
Hey, shout out to Fatty, man. Hey, Lee did know, but Lee know now. And shout out to whoever this is. Fatty, who is this? Chelsea Lynn? Who's Chelsea Lynn? Shout out to Chelsea Lynn. Chelsea Lynn, it looked like a white woman. She was definitely motherfucking, you know what I mean, pushing it and you know, making sure that you know, the shit got brought up while Pearl was there. So shout out to Lee's chat man for not letting her get away, right? Shout out, bro.
And this is coming from the legal side. You know, I took my 23andMe a few years ago, and it comes out that I'm 18% white. All right, 18% white. So what is that? 30? No, what is that? 80, 87?
Wait, what? 2 white men from Texas were. What do you mean? Hold on. What is it? El Kabong? How is that even possible? They go down there, fuck around in Haiti if they want to. Them motherfuckers gonna get barbecued. Literally. Haiti? Shit. Listen, man. All right, good luck.
10% black. A lot of Nigerian or West African over there, right? And it's hard for me to kind of define what it means to be black, what it means to be white. You know, Coach Greg Adams said the black community is, what did he say? He said the black community is hood. And we talked about that last time. What does that mean when Coach Greg Adams says the black community is hood? I'm part of the black community. Coach Greg Adams got tons of money. Now he says he's not even part of the black community anymore, according to kind of what I heard. Like, he's not black. That's what you guys were saying the other day. Can an African-American man say that he's not part of the African-American community anymore? I know a ton of successful black men, a ton of successful black women. And so just to say, oh, you know, the black community is garbage. I don't see how you make that. I don't see how you make that connection. I just know too many. And what I do think it is that we'll get on Twitter, we'll get on TikToks, we'll get on YouTube, and we are infected. What's infecting us, guys? And we don't see this. We don't think about this. We are infected by these damn algorithms.
Now, again, shout out to Lee. Lee putting on his preacher hat right now. Okay, he a good old CME, AME preacher right now. And people talk about the algorithm thing, man. Listen, the algorithm, I'll say this. The algorithm is real, but at the same time, bro, I promise you, I'm a shoe guy, I'm a comedy guy, I'm a whatever. I don't go looking for this shit that niggas is wilding out and crashing out, so on and so forth. That's I don't go looking for that. It's there. You don't just click on one thing and whatever. Actually, once you get into a feed, what it'll ask you, if you look at some original and you're looking at one thing and then it gets out, do you want this YouTube specifically? But it does the same thing on IG at times, right? Okay. It's not just the algorithm, man. Again, I agree with Lead as to where a lot of the stuff that's negative. The problem is the negative stuff that is there to put out, and black people uploading it and recording it and, you know, putting it out there. That's the problem. There's not enough positive black content to override the negative, unlike any other demographic, I think. He's about to give some examples of whatever, you know, and it makes perfect sense. But what I'm saying is black people are our own worst enemies in constantly uploading all of this niggardry. Okay. We just saw this black woman get fucking jumped. And I think they say Oprah gave her $1 million in the house or some shit. Okay. This woman changed her life by getting whooped by a whole bunch of motherfucking rabbit ass children. Okay. Listen, I'm finna go walk through Moncrief and Sutel tomorrow, nigga. Okay. Let them niggas jump me so I can get $1 million from somebody. Shit. If black men were the majority of sex crimes, white folks would have a field day and use it to justify racism like they already do. Yeah, but we know that's not the process, man. Again, like I said, that's why they purposely act like that's not a violent crime.
and you watch one video of black people running into a Rolex store and stealing all the watches, you're going to get 10 more videos right behind it. And there's 100 behind that. They're not going to show you the white people stealing. They're not going to show you the white people killing. You're never going to see that. All you're going to see.
Yo, what up, bro?
How you doing, sir?
I can't complain. Oh shit, that's the wrong one.
Damn, you're not traveling? That's crazy.
I'm done, man. The B-Daycation celebration is finally over, man. I'm back.
You're done for like 3 months, like 2 months, like only because you have Thanksgiving and
yeah,
Christmas.
my son's birthday on Sunday, so I had to be back for that.
Damn, it's been quick. I actually was curious about, because I didn't see nobody reviewing it, but it's kind of funny that you're doing that, because lead, there's a reason why lead is lead. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we are trying to overdo it and to over pursue and all that shit, and he just with the calmness, like you got, hey bro, like you don't know no stat about why this your own community, you have nothing, like you don't even know one stat. That's wild. Oh, where do you get these stats, Pearl? Google it. What? Come on, man. Come on, lady.
Nah, man, like you said, that's the 20 years of being a fucking attorney, man. That's 20 years of you know what I mean, just casually doing it. You know, it's crazy like that. When he did that shit, I was like, you know what? I would have never even thought about that.
I haven't thought about it because we get defensive.
Exactly.
Like one of the marks of the good debaters is they're always on offense. They always ask why. Why are you doing this? Why is this happening? Is never, oh, let me explain myself. He did it. And I was looking at it, I was like, maybe we had good intentions, but I think we actually dropped the ball because the way he executed, I wouldn't get that angle. Oh, you want to talk about us? I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get upset, but let's talk about you. Let's see
so you know what. So Fatty, so like I said, just so you know, you go back and see it. And that's what I say, because I got there late. I got there right after the shit happened.
Yeah, you got there as he was breaking.
That's how I said. Being that the way, especially the way y'all got like the best fucking back and forth, y'all should have let it happen, bro. I think y'all dropped the ball on that, especially being for what it was.
Yeah, but we were afraid of Jazz and Tyranny. You know, when you're fighting and you have somebody on the group that you like, I can't.
I'm saying. So hold on. So this is what I'm saying though. You and Ali were there to mitigate if needed. You know they're not equipped, right? So fuck it, let it happen, and then when you need to jump in and save them, or replace. You know what I'm saying? Replace them and so on and so forth. But bringing it down for those two just won't worth it, bro.
Fantastic. I'll tell you that since you are here, right? This is the part of me being a foreigner. I am not comfortable. Like I have an extra pressure to actually stop that shit.
No, I know, and that's what I said.
Saying? Like I'd rather you be on my ass for stopping something than for allowing her to say something that I will never be allowed. They're going to say, "Look at the fat fuck from Portugal letting them jump on the black woman." I like that.
So Fatty, even though you did that shit, you know who you're dealing with. Those two,
yes,
fucking vagabonds, those two females, right? How long you think it's gonna be before they turn and they talking shit about you and Ali or you?
No. The thing, it was immediately. Like after we did what we did, we didn't do it for them. We do it for us because the conversation was about relationships, and we're like, Pearly might die to do the race bait shit, but let's let them have the conversation, see if they can handle it, right? The problem was after we deal with that. If you actually look at the panel and you were there, Pearly was not happy because we were simping. The Tyranny and Jazz was not happy because we didn't jump higher enough and faster enough. Athena was mad. Melanin was mad. Like at the end of the day, none of them liked the way that we actually performed. You see what I'm saying? So it was just like we talk about this on the back. And matter of fact, this is important, right? We were supposed to do a weekly show with Pearl. We were supposed to do a weekly show with Pearl. But the thing is, she dropped and then asked, "Can I drop people?" Right? And like that changed everything, because you are telling us to not be snowflakes because we need to have tough skin to talk about race. but you are literally on the back telling Ali if you can drop the people on the panel. So you are being the snowflake because nobody's doing nothing to you. It's just that people are just talking. So after she kind of became domineering and kind of talking on the back, we're like, nah, I know exactly what she wants. She wants to turn this conversation about some racial stuff. And then as soon as she feels like we're doing extra, she wants to drop the person that is doing extra. So she actually show, look at the white black people kiss the ring.
Right about that. And we seen that with Lee. Because right, Lee was like, hey, what is this? I don't know what this is. Shout out to Shorty that brought it up, right? And she was like, oh, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But Lee's like, are you sure? Or whatever. Lee asked her now. So even talking about y'all's situation was because of her. And like you said, once Lee let her ass down that motherfucking that hill she couldn't climb, that hole she can climb out of. Well, I didn't come here to talk about that. I came here to talk about the Andrew Wilson debate. You feel me? So again, you know what I mean? That's what it is, bro. Now she's the poor white girl victim. You feel me?
Yes. And this was my thing too. When I went to her show, she said, I don't want to bring this man up because he's too unpleasant. I said, hey, drop the link. Since you're talking, she did 3 live shows, 4 review videos. She went on other people talking shit. I was like, oh, so if you want to talk shit, you're talking about us. Let me pull up. Said, nah, Fatty, I'm not going to let you pull up because you unpleasant. So what the fuck are we doing here? You just want, and this a lot of times, like, we are basketball fans, right? You might have a dream team. If you have a shitty defender, I'm going to pick and roll you to that. I don't even care. If I see that you have JJ Barea and the motherfucker can defend the pick and roll, every single action we're going to run is going to have JJ Barea in the middle. That's how I felt with Jazz and Tyranny. They will see that you're trying to bait them, and instead of avoiding that shit with the plague, they will go to the pick and roll.
They run right into it.
Yes, that's why it was like
I think like and had it been one or the other, I think you could have mitigated it, but with both of them, and especially the second one, that's impossible.
And that's the thing, fantastic. And like again, it's pretty, like Tyranny was asking me 2 months ago if I can get Pearl on a debate with her, right? And I was like,
wait, hold on.
Yes, listen to this, right?
Hold on, no, nigga, don't wait, pause.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Nigga, you crazy as hell.
But that's the thing. She got the debate with Melanin, and I think she actually did good because she controlled her feelings for the most part. Then she let it, like she did good. And then she said, hey, Fatty, can you get me Pearl? And I'm like, you understand that Pearl is like a big figure. Pearl's not just going to debate like a nobody, right?
Yeah.
So
Tyranny don't have a fucking YouTube channel.
So fantastic. You see, a lot of times I send y'all the invites like, okay, the conversation is going a certain way. We need this kind of personality here. Let me send the link to Fantastic. Let me send the link to Tyranny. Let me send to this person because I think the conversation is going to get better if they pull up. As I send the link to Tyranny, she doesn't click on it. As soon as Pearl comes back, who do I see on the back? I'm like, nope. It's on. It's on. I know. And that's the thing, right? Even when I put her to engage with CJ, she wanted to go at Pearl. But there's the problem with having people that a lot of times are short-sighted. If this woman came to race bait and you know she's after y'all, and you are giving her an excuse by, instead of diffusing the situation and making her look crazy, now you're saying that's why y'all fuck dogs and y'all men want us. Hey.
Well, hold on, wait. So that was said on your panel? The dog shit was said on your panel?
It was after they got into with each other, but Tyranny said
that's what I'm saying. It's not Fatty. Come on, bro.
But that's the thing. I said, hey, Tyranny, you can't be doing it. You can't do that. Right?
Listen. So now I'm right. So you talk about they fucking dogs, and she's like, "Well, you bitches got herpes."
No. But I think it was afterwards. I don't think it was before. What she said was, "Your man."
So the herpes thing came from Tyranny saying white men.
Your man want us. Yes.
Yeah. Your man want us. A white man want us. Some shit like that.
Yes.
They don't. Y'all bitches got herpes.
Yes.
And I was like, well.
but you see, and this is what I'm talking about. If a person is willing to say, like, and they were kind of going there after that situation, oh, and y'all fuck your kids and y'all fuck dogs. if this is what they're willing to say on ground zero with 7 referees and everybody like, no. Imagine if you just say, you know what, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Hey,
You are going.
Throw 2 nines on the floor.
Hey, I want to make World Star, but the right way, man. I don't want the first exposure to the mainstream. Come on, man.
Like this is why I say when you and Ali, bro, however y'all do, y'all figure it out, y'all hash it out. And I'm saying this, right? This me if I'm running it. With the 2 of y'all, y'all can mitigate tyranny or Jazz or so on and so forth, right? With the both of y'all. And if and when you needed to step in, all you had to do was reset and be like, hey, all right, this impromptu shit or so on and so forth, it's time to
the back and forth.
Yeah, and go for it. And if and when the shit got too hot, so on and so forth, then pull back, move on like you did between me and Six, right? Like, you know.
But that's the thing, right? And there's a reason why I stopped to do the Shadow Realm thing. It's actually because of you and Don Quisha. Actually, it was the last Shadow Realm, right? Remember when you guys said that in the debate?
We went too hard.
Fantastic. I got a copyright strike because of that back and forth. That's why my videos are all down. Like I'm going to have my
she hit you with the copyright strike?
No. It's a community guideline. And that's the thing, right? And this is what we're talking about. It was a bot. It was like nothing serious. The thing is, it was too many of those moments at the same time. That's why my channel.
Right?
No. But it's not about y'all. It's about me. And this is what I'm talking about. Because I had to delete the whole shit. Like we're getting like 1,000 subscribers a week. And now I'm going to like the strikes are going to be clean in like 5 days. That's what I'm talking about because they're gone, right? There's nothing to strike. There's nothing there. But that's the thing is, a lot of times y'all don't understand. For example, if I have Tommy or Angry Man and they bitches and all them, especially if people look at the screen and they see like Don Quisha, you look like a parrot, you look like an older lady. She say, that's why you should swallow your keys. I'm like, oh shit. Right? So we're a little bit more vigilant because there's no way Tyranny and Pearly are not going to say something that I'm like, hey man.
I got 2 fucking what's names right now. Anyway, man, I got 2 fucking warnings. So like I said, that's why it's certain shit I gotta stay away from.
But you said I'm talking about the panels are difficult because of that. Is because people are looking from the outside and they're like, why are you not letting them go? And I'm like, I already have my shit clean, and you want me to get another 2 again? No, bro, we're not going to do that. Even today on the show, did you saw the Cooley and the dude? You are an idiot. And like they want to go at each other, but it's like this is not conducive to good business because you're like it's going to get you a viral clip. You get $1,000 out of the shit, and then you're going to have your shit fucked up because like it's not working. So. It is what it is. It's a part of the game. But no Shadow Realm. If people want to go crazy, now I actually can stop you. If I'm going to put you in a position where you can go crazy to the person, I can complain about afterwards when something is done to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just business. It is what it is. Why are you
What's
laughing?
up, AFR, man? What you got going, bro?
Chilling. What's up, Fatty? What's up, Mr. Fantastic? I'm chilling. Hey, Team Fatty, man. Team Fatty. Yeah, I'm
better not pull up to. You better not pull up to Cape for your Vanilla Queen.
Hold on. Listen. Listen. I came up to say a little bit about Pearl. When she first came out, listen, I chew the meat, I spit out the bones. Okay. First, she came on with some, I'm trying to help men, black men are okay, whatever. And then, she did her evolve set, even though right now she's screwing a Dominican dude. Okay. Like just a couple of shades lighter than the African nigga she was.
I think this is a Brazilian guy.
Oh, so hold on. She's
yeah. She's with
this still burning the coal.
Yeah, she's with this dude right now. Let me show you.
Yeah.
So
I think the dude is Brazilian or something like that.
So this
Dominican, Brazilian, whatever.
So this really cap though. This is really 10,000% all fake rage bait.
It's performative. Yes, it's algorithm based.
Okay, go ahead. Because like I said, the Pearl does not fit the white man attractiveness archetype. But go ahead, AFR. Appreciate it.
Look at the picture on the bottom.
It's funny.
That's her current boyfriend, the one on
the
right.
Least I will say he's a bit more classy, and probably a bit smarter. or whatever than the other dude she was messing with, but that's on her. Listen, the thing about Pearl, like Fatty's right, it's all performative because listen, it's all about money because she had her shit popping. Then the white boys kind of evolved in there because they went from all women bad, women suck, whatever, and then it's just like, hold on. It's like we need to start, chopping up with white people, doing all the, white, what's it like, white people looking out for each other and all that stuff. So that they was on that stuff. So they like, hold on, how the hell am I listening to this coal burner? She about to pay the toll any day. So then they left her in droves, and then she was only appealing to incels and all that. And a lot of them cats ain't really paying like that, especially to no chick like her that's already been homo by a whole bunch of brothers. So she just really had to come up with this. But my main thing is like, listen, I would rather listen to her have a conversation on some other stuff with her stupid black fatigue stuff, with having y'all kind of holding her feet to the fire. Y'all really not y'all, sorry, let me stop saying it. But like it gets more complicated when you let idiots like Tyranny, like literally, like the motherfucker can't even survive without white people. Like why is she even on the panel? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, get somebody else. At least like Jazz. Maybe she's a little, maybe I don't know if she's on food stamps. But it's just like you gotta really get like the biggest dunce off of there, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't bring a couple of strong black women on there to tear a new one into Pearl for all the BS she says. What she does, see, she just says the simple white supremacy stuff just to get people on her side that don't remember her past. It's lame, man. Like,
so who would be the woman that will put there? Because there's a thing, right? We actually have worse woman than Tyranny, in my opinion, right? I think Quisha. Remember Fantastic, the love girl, the light skinned girl that you got it with the two shows? Like we actually have worse people. Like if it was just we are going to release the Hulk or the Kraken, we actually have worse when it comes to like what we kind of want on this place and how people react. The thing is, I like to have a race conversation, a mature one. What is the woman that you're actually going to bring? Like, Lucky is going to try to step on her neck immediately, right?
We was just saying that. So the only woman I think you have a legit and civil or reasonable conversation about race would be Crimson Cure or somebody like Mika.
Yes.
Right?
Because they're emotionally mature to have that conversation, right? They're not going to be triggered. You see what I'm saying? So it's and once again, Crimson is not just a nobody, and Mika is not a nobody.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying we get them on our panels here and there, but like it's like me saying, oh, I have to get Anton or Tommy. Like, people are going to show up once in every month, right? So even if I wanted,
so you got them up there to make you money. That's what you're saying is you
no. I got him up there because conversations where all people agree are boring as fuck. And Mr. Fantastic can even tell you the same thing, right? The worst thing that you can do is go on the panel where everybody agrees with each other.
Everybody
the
agrees.
Worst thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's out of principle because it's fun. But that's the thing. A lot of times fun turns into something that y'all don't approve. And the thing is, I'm not the one reviewing jazz every day. See what I'm saying? Like this could be easily avoidable because the live shows are 4 hours. Let's assume that jazz is being insufferable for an hour. We can still kind of have the conversation. The problem is that all these people that are clipping people, they're literally looking for the 10 minutes where jazz or Tyranny go crazy to pick it up the shit and to clip it. So that's why there's some jazz fatigue going on, is because they are actually looking for them, because I guarantee you Fantastic has a bunch of dope back and forth and he never on the thumbnail. Like literally, I think there was the other dude, like he was Shaq. He gave a compliment to Fantastic. Hey, shout out to Fantastic. But you know he's going to be on the thumbnail? Jazz.
Yeah.
well, one thing I'll say about that, Fatty, is that like the jazz fatigue really. I mean, and I get the clipping thing because that's monetary. People get bread off of that. But the main thing is she's just been crazy wrong. A lot. Like so that's what I'm saying. It's just like once, especially when it comes to race, like you already know where it's gonna evolve. So like when she come on, bro, it's just like it's the same thing. It gets boring, bro. To me, other people love it. They eat it up.
But if you actually notice that, like we did a year and a half of Ladies First before we kind of went corporate, and we used to go to get people like women from TikTok and all the shit. It was way worse. Like they
Yes,
could,
it was pretty.
they could handle the whole show. Like they will rage quit in the middle. They will start to do like revolt, like mini. I'm going to revolt. Anybody wants to go with the slave owner? This that like it's. I would love like what is happening with Tyranny and Jazz is what was happening with Kay and Kayla, right? Everybody like Kay and Kayla, we don't want them. We are tired. They've been doing some bullshit for a year. But the question is this, right? And actually, me and Fantastic talk about it like the Jazz situation when she called me X, Y, and Z, right? If I was probably doing the show by myself, that will be a. But I have a team. I have other responsibilities towards other people. I a lot of times have to put business above whatever I have going on in my thing, right? So for the most part, once I actually get the review money and the review views and the offline money, I'm probably going to be a little bit more considerate about what we do on the live panels. But one thing that I'm not going to do is I can't be Lapift, man. I can't just get rid of Kay and Kayla and get rid of Anton and everybody wants a constructive conversation and nobody watching that shit now. See what I'm saying? Like is something that I should do, but the thing is I can afford it.
It's business too. No, I got you, and that's what I'm saying, right? So I definitely respect that it's a necessary evil for the machine to work, right? And then, like you said, especially if it is and it's not that bad. Jazz is just fucking aggravating as fuck. She's not, super duper fucking belligerent. It's on the floor. You just put up with the shit, and it is what it is. And for the most part, she's a willing participant because she pretty much she has no choice. So outside of her platform now, if Shaq, that Shaq has this thing where he reviews her shit, right? But she tore her ass with Anton, and Anton booted her ass or whatever. So she has no fucking pull if she's not on your platform or she's not being reviewed by.
No, she was on Anton like 2 weeks ago. No, she's back. Absolutely.
But they're not. They're gonna slow walk her. They're not gonna let her go on like as much as she did, though.
No. But the thing, AFR, Anton has 3,000 people watching this shit. He like, you see what I'm saying? We are on a growth phase. A lot of times it's like the space shuttle. It starts very bulky, and by the time you get altitude, you drop something, and then you get more altitude, and you drop something. We will make sure that Jazz has her microphone. If Jazz is nice to us, we're going to be nice to her, right? So I'm saying there's no way I'm not going to use you as cannon folder. Like you're just going to be here. I'm going to use you, and then I'm going to kick you out of list. No, we're going to make sure that the people that take care of us actually are taken care of, right? But the thing is, this is the thing. It creates a lot of friction on our side because we are honest. See what I'm saying? Like we are not saying, "Oh, Tyranny is a princess." Like Tyranny was literally saying, "Fatty, I can't come on your show anymore," right? After baby showers and birthdays and all. So they are going to always try to exert a level of control over what you do, and you are going to be honest with them. And if they don't want to be here, they can find another place. But the thing is, and I think they actually noticed, is not Fatty, Ali, Fantastic. Nope. If you are treated this way on a platform and you go to another channel and it's the same thing, and you go to another channel, it's the same thing. You go to another channel, it's the same thing. You go you talk with the guys on the suit, ask a brother, Dr. James, and you get his reaction. You go talk with the people with beanies and caps, you get the same action. You talk with the big dogs, you get like at some point of time, I have to understand if I go on TikTok and I get treated the same thing in 10 pages, is something about me that I actually should look at these people because there's something in me that is making them react this way. So with them, they have to do some self-reflection. And if they don't want to, respectfully, they're a grown woman. As long as I don't see like the bigger like scheme of things being affected because I'm letting them get, I will say what I said. Pearly punch you in the face. You have all the right to punch you back. And in my opinion, they only got mad because they didn't punch hard enough. Right? Yeah, this is just my opinion. They wanted to fight.
That's what it was. Yeah, no, that's what it was. Yeah, they expected. They didn't know. Again, we got this term in America, Fatty, biting off more than you can chew, or writing a check your ass can't cash. So Tyranny don't understand the whole thing. She just is Pearl, and she's a white woman, and I can debate her, and I can this and that. Like Tyranny, you can't have any controversial conversation without you getting emotional and starting to say some wild crazy shit, right? That's way out of your weight class. You're not even gonna get a fucking punch off, right? But she sees this as an opportunity, like you said. She's chomping at the bit any and every chance she get. Jazz is again not as bad as Tyranny, of course. He's a little bit more seasoned because he got more exposure, more experience. But at the same time, when it comes to having actual conversation and knowing the stats and knowing the numbers, she's
reactive. Yeah, she's very reactive. Yes,
she has nothing to combat other than, again, pro-black principles and the white man this and the white supremacy and so on and so forth. And again, like you said, Pearl brings up stats. So when you do it that way, like you said, I think it was just like you said, hindsight, it's 2020 or whatever, is what it is.
It's a lose-lose situation. If I let Tyranny go crazy, Fatty making money out of Tyranny, making it look crazy. If I stop, Fatty protecting black woman and keep it for black woman when Pearl is only telling the truth. It is a catch-22. Like, no matter what time, like, I can be on the panel and says, you know what? Hey, Fantastic knows he's doing. Let him kind of have it. If he goes crazy, it is what it is. But the chance of actually going left, and never going back to the spot that I want is very low. I know if I lose the show for Jazz and Tyranny, I'll never get the shit back. Like, there's no way you get the show back. It's over. Like, me letting him just go wild. This is what's going to happen. They're going to go crazy for 40 minutes, and they're going to stop on their tracks, and they're going to say, why aren't black men saying nothing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, again. So I stopped you. You didn't want, like, these people, this happens so much, man. When I play basketball on a regular, people be barking. They punch or shove somebody. And then if you go break, they get mad because you broke the fight. If you don't do nothing, man, I thought we were cool, man. You let me fight that motherfucker. Oh, so if I stop, I broke the fight too early, you get mad at me because as soon as people fight, I should step back. If I let you go, I'm not your brother anymore because I let you get your ass whooped. Nah, can't be doing that. I'll rather do what I need to do. And if something happens, hey, I'm going to break, you punch me in the mouth. I'm like, you know what? I got my shit. You guys can have it. I don't have no problem with it. But at this point of time, I don't think I have enough power to actually did what Lee did, right? I think Lee has enough clout. He has enough power to be calm and collected. Let the white woman come in. I don't have the wit and I don't have the power to actually be comfortable on saying, I'm going to let this shit rock. And no matter what's the circumstance, I think my reputation and the way people view me is going to be okay. So I'm hyper defensive about that, but it's something that we can correct later. Better. It's not even better. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm trying to have these white folks coming along. Actually, like on Thursday, I'm going to have like the breaking ground, like the race conversation show, and like I'm going to try to actually have people be a little bit more looser. I just need mature people on both sides that the first time they hear something they don't like, they're not going to say, and this is why the white man didn't take showers, and this is why I'll chimping out. Like, oh, come on, man. On YouTube.
Fatty, I'll just say you've retained your independence this long, and I think that's why people like you. Because, like, obviously, we know kind of where you stand on the issues and kind of, your leanings, but the thing about it is you're always open to conversation and you haven't let any other platforms kind of control you like other people, you know what I'm saying? And bend them to you. Well, you just invite people in and rock with it. So just keep that up. You ain't going nowhere.
No, we're going to fuck up. The thing is, I don't want to look like I'm kissing ass. And if I already handled the problem and you are on my here, why didn't you? Now you're looking like making me look crazy.
I got triggered too. But as long as you got, that's why I'm glad Mr. Fantastic had this stream because went over it a little bit, whatever. Because like I said, I was pissed too. I was like, get that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, perspective is what's needed. So,
I you know what I would love? Hey man, I would love that Lucky was on that panel, man. To me, in my head, it was like, if Lucky was here, I might, because Lucky will play dirty, but kind of still. I don't know if she would do it, bro, but at least I want like a fighting chance in hell, man. Like a little bit. Like I don't think they were prepared. And I like a worst thing I could do is, for example, set a debate between Pearl and Jazz. Like that will be a disservice to whatever. It would be good for business, but once again, but the
I
thing
mean, all it is gonna make black like, oh look, monkey fatigue. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it's gonna be quote unquote a trip. I'm just gonna be honest. They're gonna use that to make us look worse. I hate to say it in that way, but literally,
that's what I'm saying is if I'm going to have a relationship, I have to get the best of us. Even people I disagree politically, I need to know, even if this person is a Republican or is somebody that usually preaches more of like that side, I need to know that you are emotionally secure to be on the panel and not lose control and give these people what you want. Because what they want is bait you into a reaction. It's like the Theo had the perfect analogy, right? Imagine I'm a lefty and I'm like, police brutality. All these police officers are targeting black people. And then I go to a police officer, I punch him in the mouth, and then when he shoots me, I like, see? He shoot me. I told you we were shooting black people. Is you want a reaction. So you are trying to get that police officer to shoot the black man so you can go to the media and say, you see, I told you they were violent. This is literally what Pearl is, because Pearl doesn't fuck with those white people like that. She likes to be around black people.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Fatty. She can't. So that's my whole thing with Pearl. And this is how I knew for sure. Even before y'all told me about the fucking Dominican dude, right? Bro, Pearl is what they call a mud shark or a coal burner, bro. The white dudes are never gonna accept her, Fatty. That's why she had to go the route she had to go in the first place. She tore her ass with white dudes as soon as she had that big ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That she was hugged up and loving up. You know what I'm saying, for however long she was dealing with him in the first place. So that's how I knew just that, I started it off before y'all came in saying this shit, bro. This is cap. This is the content strategy, right? This is strictly content strategy. This is the wave. Somebody said in the chat, her Nick Fuentes thing or whatever, right? To where it's cool for white people to say black fatigue and, get white people incensed and shit, and they pay you money to talk shit about black people, and you just have this whole thing, right? Or whatever. And they really mean nigga fatigue, but they can't say nigga. So that's what the code word of black is, right? I got this shit down to a science, man. So like I said, Pearl is the same thing you say in the Catch-22. Pearl does not fit the typical white man archetype of attractiveness. She's too tall, she's too blocky. She doesn't have a cute face. You know what I'm saying? She looked like motherfucking 80s
she needs a BBL. That's it.
She don't got no damn beep. Get the fuck out of here.
She needs one. That's what I'm saying. That's
what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So, and then like I said, outside of that, you put her with black guy history in there. She is banished for forever, bro. She can never return. Yes. So all she can do is, spark up some racial shit for them to respect her for the moment, in the moment, and then at the end of the day, pay the toll.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And you know what it is? When people like Nick Fuentes and these people were fringe, like in the Republican, the right side, they didn't have the power to actually do nothing to her. Now that they are more vocal and they are more, she's nothing. These people are tired of the dog whistles. They want to say shit. They want to say Jay. They want to say Nick. They want to say it. Pearl will never be accepted because she's not going to go all the way. So while people like Myron might get accepted part-time because motherfucker says that shit, you will never go in, be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, still fuck with black people. Every time you have a chance, you go surround yourself with black people around you and be accepted by these people, because these people, the worse than actually hating a black man or a black woman, they hate the white woman that are fucking with niggas, man. They hate it.
Fatty,
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Trust me, Fatty, listen. I heard this from a certified white man, blonde hair, blue eyed white man that told me this. He said, "Hey, you know how they say once you go black, you can't go black. you don't go back.
You go back.
It's because you can't. Once we see that we know you've been out there, dealing with those BBCs, banned."
Man.
Damn, bitch. Like, get them out of here, man.
I truly don't understand why she's trying to get that algorithm. I really don't. Like I don't understand. Like,
Money.
I know,
She don't have no other avenues.
It's the bread. It's the bread, fatty. That's the only thing popping for her right now. Like I said, because the niggas excommunicated her because of the whole African fiasco.
That situation.
Right. And then she said, I didn't even know this, but she got demonetized. So I guess now she waited for a time to cool down and so on and so forth. Came back, remonetized. Now I know she monetized now because she was getting super chats. So what's the best thing? Start a fresh slate. Most people don't go back and really do the history and know anyway, right? So you get a fresh new thing out of the 2 million people, and you go on the motherfucking race baiting shit, and get most of the bag you can get. Then when you do collabs with Andrew Wilson and them, people are gonna focus on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just conscious strategy.
To me, is this right? The two authors' name, in my opinion, right now is like taking the Osmond goals and this weird kind of is Nick Fuentes and Andrew. And if you actually look at Andrew, they might not say it, right? But when you see the picture of that debate con and you see all of them together, like 50 people, and you can find one mulatto, let alone white person inside of that, you're like, oh, hey, this doesn't look like the average New Yorker on the blue state.
Listen,
and you're like, damn, all of y'all, that's crazy. Like this,
I think we seeing the I ain't gonna say complete total crumbling of Andrew Wilson, bro. But Andrew done took 2 major L's back to back, bro.
They don't care. You know why they don't care? Because
the religion thing.
Now, fatty, his base, yes, his base
doesn't care. Yes,
his base don't care. But the men that were not his base and that were fucking with him, now that you know this shit, oh hell no, everybody got some shit to say.
Yes, so
he lost a lot of men with that shit, fatty.
So there's 2 things that happen over there, right? First on, like we are looking as normies, like normal people talking about issues. They look as debate. They don't give a fuck if this is right or wrong, as long as he has the 3 laws of logic and he doesn't contradict himself. Oh, Andrew won. The second part is, I hate to do that shit because people used to do that shit to me. Those motherfuckers get no woman, man. And they need hope because they probably only qualify to the same woman Andrew got. I'm sorry. Like hey, fantastic. Go to their IG and look at the picture of the group. Is the guy that works with you in the factory or in the clothing store, the motherfucker doesn't get no.
I said that. I said
like
that. So when the dude came up and he was talking about it, and I said, bro, looking at Andrew Wilson, and then like I said too, just everything adding up now because like I said, I really learned about him through you because you was dealing with what's name, right? And I saw when you watched his ass the last time y'all had a conversation, and he did the shit where he tried to keep adding on shit.
Define these.
But either way, right? So, I'm looking at him as a man. He's a short dude. He's a little guy. He he smoked hella cigarettes. He, knowing his background, he got married to this woman or started dealing with this woman seriously at 25 when she was older than him with 2 kids.
29, almost 30 years.
Like, come on, bro. That's all he could get, dog. That's all he was due to. And like I said, if you look at him, he's just an undesirable dude. A guy that
can't open a jar of pickles, dog.
Yeah, he couldn't open the fucking jar. So again, he's nothing that a woman desires. First and foremost, he's gonna get the leftovers, and that's just the sad truth of it.
And that's why I'm saying that his base is not going to abandon him because he is the average man that rose to prominence.
Oh shit! So yeah, I got you. So he's not speaking on behalf as somebody that doesn't. He's speaking in real time because that's him. I got you. So yeah, they never gonna leave him, fatty. You right?
Yes.
If him, oh yeah,
those people. Like fantastic. This is what we actually. This is the biggest pushback that we actually get. We go on panels. We have these 2 motherfuckers selling hope, and we are going to get lambasted because you are telling it like it is, and these 2 motherfuckers are selling hope. So the woman cling to them. The man that want to get married cling to them. The man that don't want to see bad woman cling to them. This is what Andrew is for those dudes. If you put Coach Greg Adams, we see somebody that is going to tell you, hey brother, if you're going to get married, buckle up because the shit is going to fuck you up. And you have another man that is telling you, oh, no hope. You have to be hopeful that one virgin one day, like they are going to flock towards the man that is telling you hope, because most of these men in these places want to get married, want to have a woman, want to be, and the only way they're going to do it is by taking a baby mama off too, by taking a woman that is 42 years old, by taking a woman that by the traditional metrics should never be cuffed. So they are like, is the crystallization of most men on that side want to be, and that's the thing. I think for us to actually get on a level where Coach Greg Adam is, that's the last stop. Is the I'm red pill raging. Now I'm calm. I'm still hopeful. Man, this shit is not going to be solved during my lifetime. It is what it is. For you to get to that last stop, you have to actually go through a bunch of shit. These men are not ready. They still are on the fresh and feet. Less shit on woman. Own you. You are a prostitute. Ha ha ha. Like that shit is 2019, 2020. We're not there anymore.
But it still has its place. It still has its place though.
Yeah, that's all. Like I said, that's the white version. Whatever podcast is the white version of fucking fit, the white branding of that. And he's, like I said, he's the champion of that shit. But like I said, that's why I say that the last girl he talked to, Fatty.
And that's bro. You know, it's funny. She's around us. Like that girl is around us. She's on Sarah. She been on, like, she's around us, right? Like you was about to be on my show. Like,
whoever she was, she's famous now.
Right? She got like 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, like World Star, the poster and all that. But that's the thing, right? You don't have to win no debate, because debate is for the best debaters. It's for the debate bros. Can you make a person bleed, and can you put him on the highlight reel? And she did. You know why?
Yeah.
Because that motherfucker was complaining about ad hominems when he was talking with Coach Greg Adams, and he was the one throwing the first ad hominem. You are too stupid to understand what I'm saying. Oh, am I stupid? What about you?
This is what we doing. Exactly. Hey, and then hit him with nothing but facts. So now, you mad at me for saying, and didn't say one ad hominem. I just stated the facts about your life situation, and then it goes further to the debate. So are you telling me that most men should subscribe to what you've done with your life? Are you the messenger for this message? That's all I say, man. Hey, bro, outside of that shit, like I said, I didn't know, and I don't think most people know, because, you know, men don't go digging into other men. In what's name. But when the shit was exposed that way, and like I said, CGA put the crack in it, that bitch cut him in half, bro. Fatality.
It is triple fold. You calling these women prostitutes and low level, but you cuff the woman that by any technical means is no low level. You are complaining about ad hominems, but you throw ad hominems at me. And the worst part, I thought facts don't care about feelings. She didn't lie. She didn't say. She did lie. And the worst part.
Yeah, you call your wife. You get your wife to call in and help fight.
Fantastic. He's not even that. He committed the same mistake Jazz and Tyranny did. He took the bait. Because if he didn't react like, oh, and you eat sneeze, you fucking prost. Oh, you're like, she got you. You shouldn't have done that. Why are you doing that, brother? Because now people see, oh, he's sensitive about this shit. He's sensitive about it. Nobody's going to stop doing it now. So I could go.
He worked, and like I said, that was already a bad character trait for him. Whenever he's losing the debate or is getting what's name, you can tell he gets physically flustered.
He gets physical frustrated.
Yeah, yes. His body language is way off and horrible, and so on and so forth. He has his tactic of where he wants to run away from it and take it to somewhere else. And like you said, to the fucking novice and to his fucking fanboys, it's like, oh, yeah. Like, nah, motherfucker. Nah, we here now. Let's have a conversation. But yeah, this bro, like I said, I don't know. If I'm him, I'm chilling on the debate scene for at least like a little, at least like I'm gonna just stick to the whatever podcast and shit on the hoes for about a 2 weeks or a month to where it's safe. But any debate, nah, because yeah, bro, there's blood in the water right now. Blood's definitely in the water.
And that's what he's going to do. Is the debates are a safe place, because the debates are a safe space, because if the person that makes it personal loses, right? Kind of, right? So he still can go to his crowd and say, I demolish her. Is that the perception that the normies have?
Hell no.
Right? Because you might convince 1% of the people on the planet that you are red pill. Go on these feminist forums and on Reddit or on TikTok. See if the world actually looks at you the same way that this little niche is. What happened to him was the same thing that happened to us. I used to go to the debate site. I thought I was winning. And I was like, damn, everybody's saying I'm losing. Why? Because the small niche of debaters judges their situation on the same way. He thought that the niche he had on debate was so big that he could get away with that shit. That 2-minute clip is worth it more than 4 hours of you debating that woman and winning that shit. Because if she can put you on a poster, if you make Sports Center top 10 place, nobody watching the game, my brother. You got it. Number 3, Andrew Wilson gets dunked on. Oh shit!
Fuck, hey, listen, man.
I'm gonna say like one positive thing that's coming out of this is that it's further shattered the illusion of this magical union between men and women. Because you see the Akash situation happening, and you see Andrew Wilson with his woman with 3 baby mamas. So a lot of men, the ones that aren't on his team, the cultists or whatever, they see either I'm gonna get a chick that's gonna ride with me, but she's got baggage, used goods, or I'm gonna have to spend to get a chick that looks good, maybe a little youthful, but she's not gonna like me at all. You know, and that's what a lot of these cats is looking at right now. And I'm just gonna be honest. Coach Greg Adams has pretty much won the test of time because
he won.
Was saying free agent. Yeah, he was saying free agent lifestyle a long time ago. Before everybody, even me, I was on the fence. I was like, no, you can. If you're a dominant man, enough alpha man, she'll bow down and you can. You know, I was believing some of that shit. And now it's just like it's done. The union is done, bro, and we have to destroy and rebuild. So it's I'm glad this has happened.
And that's something that actually people are not seeing. Like they think red pill is a very small space. Now we don't even have to do nothing. It's the mainstream dudes, the Tom Brady's when they get divorced, the Akash Singh, even like personal trainers, fitness gurus. They actually like, damn. So this is how women are moving. Like that's good. Like you don't even have to actually come in and do a 5-hour PowerPoint about how women are moving. This now is actually spreading to the mainstream. So it's not going to be Coach Greg Adams or Mr. Fantastic doing. What is actually going to prove red pill is you are going to have a guy like Akash Singh that went on a rampage against Fresh and Fit because he was married and Andrew Schultz was married and they were like on the, and now live actually is telling you, hey bro, this is what you're doing and this is what's going to happen to the people that are overconfident. Just to finish, fantastic. Coach Greg Adams to me had like a tremendous quote that they just didn't get because they are a bunch of pieces of shit, man. I hate when people come up with something brilliant and people dismiss it just because of who said it, right? And remember, I'm a lefty. I'm like a inclusive and all that shit. When he said, you are doing the same thing that Martin Luther King did. You are trying to integrate these people on society. And by the time that almost he was dying, he said, I regret trying to get my people with white people because I was sending them to a burning building. Andrew Wilson, you are going to have good intentions. You are going to get all these men to get this ecclesiastic married with this modern woman. And in 10 and 15 years, you are going to see how bad you did them dirty because the truth of actually what you're preaching is going to be seen on the next decade, 15 years. And they dismiss that shit like it's nothing. That man is 1,000% right. It's the same mistake. You have a good intention, but you don't have the structure and execution to actually keep everything together. So you are sending these men to their demise. It's literally what you're doing. That shit to me was brilliant. But once again, they start to do Martin Luther King. Like, come on, man. Just if we have Martin in such a high pedestal and we still can admit that he committed a mistake even though he has good intentions, who the fuck are you, man? You have 3,000 people watching your shit. This man had millions of people rocking with him, marching. He's one of the most known people on the planet, and he can get not even one woman to comply, but you and your church can. Okay. Martin couldn't, Malcolm X couldn't, Farrakhan couldn't, Nelson Mandela couldn't, but you are going to be the one coming in and saying, ladies, go back to the kitchen. Oh, yes, sir. At least, come on, man. What the fuck are you doing? That's wild. Oh, hey, fantastic. I appreciate you, my brother. Hey,
Yeah,
man. Let me know when you're doing that Tuesday, the third shit. I want to be involved.
I bet. I'll hit you up. It should be definitely this week coming. I'm back, so whatever. I'm gonna set it up for this week.
Let me know, okay? I appreciate you, my man. And American First Light, don't be a stranger, my man. What's going on with you? Did you got the white woman?
Listen, I don't worry about women. I'm worried about my retirement. That's what I'm worried about. Putting more into my Roth every year. Maxing
Wasn't
that
you
shit out.
supposed to be on the Philippines now, like living the life and shit, getting like this pataya?
Listen, I don't even need to go overseas because I get it out here. It's just not not exactly what I want. But I don't like sex is like that shit is easy.
I don't care for him. I replace them type of energy. Like, I see. I like
well,
that.
It's not even that. It's just like, listen, like. I don't know if I just don't got that pull, or I'm just not that dude where I can't get a chick that's like loyal or somebody that like gets me or like has a certain level of intelligence or whatever. I don't know if I'm priced out. I don't care at this point. I'm just gonna live my life, do what I need to do. Women is still coming. As long as I can come down from the hills every once in a while and get my nut off, I'm straight, bro.
AFR, spoiler alert before I go. None of these niggas can, man. None of them. All of them, just like us, they can get him. Keeping them, you have to play dumb. You have to bend your back. You have to, like, all of these people that are pushing and saying, "No, not me and my woman." If you were to fly on their house, man, like it's very rare that you actually have the woman that everybody's talking about in the family, everybody talking about. So don't feel bad about it. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't.
Oh no, I don't feel bad because you know why? All the guys that have the women, they going through it. Like you said, they gotta bend all types of ways and all that and just to keep onto her or whatever. So it is what it is. So that's why I'm not trying to have them problems. So like I lament them, but I'm not like, losing sleep over the shit. It's just like, damn, it's just fucked up the way shit is, but whatever, I ain't gonna change it.
And I better not see you on Pearl Chat. I appreciate you, fellas. I'll see you later.
Peace out. Oh, you paused. I mean, you're muted.
Yeah. You got anything else to close it out with, bro?
I'm gonna just say this, man. It's about to be 2026, man, and Mr. Fantastic, you've been hitting this shit home. Other black men have been hitting this shit home. Just work on that pocketbook. Like literally, I wish I would have done more 10 years ago on the financial end or whatever, because I'm paying for that. Because I think I talked on the other panel when I was like in Seattle and stuff, when you were talking to I think it was goddamn it was Hamp and stuff, and you're like, I'm on vacation. I did what it took to be successful, not to have to worry about this stuff like that. While you're worried about the white man and relationships, or what all the debatable BS that we've been doing for years, in these spaces, just worry about the bag. Everything's gonna be okay. If I would have like 10 years ago, if I would have did a couple of different things different, I'd be on vacation all day. But I still gotta work. I'm pretty much gonna work another 25 years or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Black people, work on that bag, bro. Work an extra hour or two a week, whatever you got to do. Go into a learning community, do something, bro. But all the rest of this other stuff, man, don't worry about it, bro. And if you a brother on the lower end of the scale and you actually need some companionship or whatever, if you can't find community with other brothers or whatever, well, that's what you need to be worrying about, is getting in the league of extraordinary brothers or men that are going somewhere in their life. And if you get that going, you worrying about women, bro, just buy you one. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know if you agree, but I'm just like, hey, if you need to go that route to get that frustration out of you, go that route. But the main thing is progress financially and mentally, and then you're standing in society and everything else will come. That's it.
For sure, brother. Greatly appreciate you coming up, man.
Thank you.
Bet. Hey man, shout out to the tricking niggas, man. Shout out to the tricking niggas, man. Listen. At the end of the day, man, shout out to lead attorney. Most importantly, man, shout out to lead attorney. Masterful breakdown, and again, just real time interaction, and you know, to expose that aspect of a lot of this narrative and rhetoric when it comes to black men and criminality. Shout out to Medium Man. If y'all haven't watched it, man, he did a whole video concerning this, right? I told you guys, this straight black man empowerment, straight black male advocacy shit, bro. I take it extremely serious. Okay. Of course, not just for myself, but I keep telling you guys, my sons, I love my daughter to death, but as a black man, I understand the difference in lack of deference. Shout out to HAMP that the black man receives. This ain't no fucking victimhood shit. This ain't no whatever. Again, I don't pull the race card or use the race card at all, but I know for sure, and I've even had white people tell me this. Okay, I was not given opportunities because, you know, of, you know, my stature and my status and my uncomfortability, because, you know, I wasn't the same step and fetch it nigga that everybody claim I am, because I'm you know, no nonsense in business, and I have a serious look on my face as I'm supposed to be. I'm not here to make you comfortable. I'm here to do my fucking job masterfully, okay, very well, and going about my fucking way. I'm not here to make you comfortable. I'm not here to make you be friendly, okay? I'm here to do what I'm paid to do, and if you are going to limit me because of that, oh well, fuck it. All right, that's what a lot of black men go through a lot of the times, because, you know, people feel away, right? Shout out to my man Dub Will 478 in the building, man. What's up with your brother? Greatly appreciate you for the 5. Shout out to Fatty for coming through. Shout out to Ali. Shit, shout out to Pearl again, baby. It's, hey, game is a game. We understand what you're doing. You now you dealing with me no black poppy, me no black. Okay, you dealing with a fucking Dominican now. Listen, baby, you gonna forever have to pay the toll for burning the coal. Get that money, man. Do what you gotta do, man. But anyway, hey, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're watching me on the vertical, hop over to the regular and like that shit. If you're watching me on the regular, hop over to the vertical and like it. Hype the videos. Like the videos, share the videos. Miss Fats at 824 on all social media platforms. That's that on that one, man. Catch y'all on the next one. Good motherfucking night.